everyone, my name is Megan.
That's literally the first thing everyone hears. Okay. Just, guys, everyone, my name is Megan.
Oh, guys, what's everyone's name on Roblox?
I've just used silent underscore hybrid like I do with everything.
Mine is a Skeet Eater 96.
How the fuck do you even add friends? How do you even add friends?
Why do you have
On
the name
the-
Skeet Eater?
Why not?
Guys, how the fuck do you add friends?
I don't fucking know.
I'm on the friends tab. It says friends 0.
It's because you have no friends,
And
so
then
you're
it
not allowed to
says
add any.
friends, following, followers, and requests. Right? How the fuck do you send a request? I have to start.
If you had any brain cells in that thick fucking head of yours, maybe you'd understand that it's a little plus icon with the little person. Maybe I don't know.
There is none of them.
What are you playing on a Mac?
Yeah.
A Mac.
Alright,
In the life of a Mac.
So,
No,
Shut up,
yeah,
mate.
there is no friends with the plus icon.
Yeah, no, I don't have that either.
Alright,
Nice.
you're retarded.
Even
I'm looking
I.
at it right now, so.
you're all spaffy cunts.
Are you in the launcher? Because I haven't even installed that yet.
I've actually loaded it all. I'm already all loaded up. And alright, let's play some Roblox. Alright, so who wants to introduce the stream? And not you, Megan. No one likes to listen to you, Meg.
Hi guys, my name is Megan, and other people are gay.
Yeah, of course. Helmet.
Alright, so who's actually going to? Who's actually going to?
Tim, you may as well do it, mate.
Alright. I've decided friggin' scissors is too edgy, so I'm just going for tag because that's what a lot of other people call me. So, hi, it's tag.
Silent hybrid.
Fuck off. Hi, it's tag. Welcome to Political Pissants podcast. That rolls off a tongue like a boss.
Who's breathing into their mic? I'll fucking server deafen you for a year, you cunt.
Who else do you think it
That
is?
was the best intro I've ever heard.
So yeah, welcome to the Political Pissants podcast. I'm here with Blur, as you just heard him getting pissy at someone. I'm here with Megan. Say hi,
Megan.
Meg.
No, mate.
Shut
my
up,
name's
Meg.
Megan,
Shut up,
not
Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Oh my God! Shut up!
We're here with the Wang Master
Hello.
and
Baggy.
Drongo, as you already know him.
If you're a nigga, stop watching the streaming like
Oh
that.
my fucking god. You have to say it.
Right, guys, I'm going in. We're gonna be playing some Phantom Forces.
Let's
Next
play
time.
I'm not being-
Phantom Forces.
Tim, I'm not being funny. We don't get enough views to have to worry about saying nigger.
I
Seriously.
know, that's why I just kind of like I couldn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna view bot the stream. Just cause he said that.
Mm.
Just so that people will click on it.
Now you've told YouTube that we've viewbot. Good one.
Nice
Jesus
one, mate.
Christ, this is loud.
Luckily, I've like wait, why is it? I think I've turned
Oh
the
my
sound off on this.
The noise that it makes when you turn the volume down is insane.
Just oof, 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 oof.
Oof, 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 oof.
Wait, I'm gonna actually put this in the stream, just the oof noise. Wait, where is it?
Oh, you can't team kill? You can't team kill, what's the point?
I don't even know what the
Exactly.
fuck's going on with mine.
Alright, so like, this has gone off to a fucking surprisingly good start compared to the rest of the fucking streams.
Oh, guys, I can add you as friends, but I have to scroll through the entire fucking list of people.
No, you don't. Retard. Oh my god, I'm gonna come out of the game now just to fucking show you where it is. You're a
You call him a
dickhead.
retard, but the thing is, we're all playing Roblox. I think we're all a bit retarded here.
Only 120 IQ people play Roblox. Speaking of IQ, you know the average black person has 90 IQ.
Fucking hell, mate, calm down.
Hate blacks, man. So what's the
Oh,
first
God.
topic anyway? This is you said it's getting off to a good start. But I think it's the worst start with.
Alright, who wants to introduce the first topic? I'm too busy, like, being a
Alright, I'll
master
do
at
it.
Roblox.
I'll be the topic masterpiece today.
Alright?
Go on.
So,
I'm still trying to figure
okay,
out how to
I've
add
just
people.
moved.
Come on.
Okay. Alright. Is it the one that?
The Drongo
Is it-
set out the list this time. Oh, God help us
Fuck
all.
is that?
Guys, I have no idea what the fuck I am doing.
Well,
right
you
now.
want me to read the first one out for you?
I guess since somehow Blur's fucking this up to almighty shit.
Why did that go completely cancel? Alright. Anyway. Is it the stuff that the Wang has?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Okay. Okay.
Ligma?
Does Japan do? Okay, I think that's a bit of a shit one. to be honest.
Yeah, well, they were on.
Does Japan do well for itself as an ethno-state? Well, depends on what you mean by that. Because I mean,
When comparing it to the things we talked about in the past podcast about how you say ethnostate is really good because multicultural shit.
Well, the thing is, Japan does actually really work quite well as an ethno-state, I believe.
To an extent, I can agree. Yeah.
yeah, except from that declining birth rate, that's not really helping anyone, is it?
And they have
Sorry, Japanese.
weird laws, but I mean, I won't diss them, I suppose.
Well,
Sure.
would you really need to have sex when you got a robot that'll do it for you? In Japan.
Well, they don't. The average person isn't going to have that, are they? But like, point is, women have too high standards today, and Japanese men can see that. That's why the birth rate's declining.
Well, to be fair, a lot of weebs are funding the VR thing as well. So it's like people outside of Japan are interested in VR, sex, and marriage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're
don't
doing
blame them.
they're doing the whole VR thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just get married in VR and then fuck in VR. It's all good.
I think the whole world's gonna have a declining fucking because women have like the highest standards ever.
Yeah.
Like I've talked
I'm
to
not
women
even
before,
lying.
and they're like,
Guys, I got a
oh,
case.
yeah,
Are
they're
you
like,
sure?
oh yeah,
Are you sure they have high standards? Let's be honest here. A lot of girls want to fuck Post Malone. The guy who
are you
looks
fucking
like
retarded? I think you're actually autistic if you just made that statement. You know how much money Post Malone has.
I know I'm taking the piss. It's called a fucking
you've got-
joke.
Lamar.
Fucking hell.
I'm prepared to roast niggas today. I'm not too happy about the world. I want to watch it burn.
Oh, are you
Listen.
Satanist? Mal.
Guys, I'm
Women
not
have
liking
like
the
the
view,
highest standards ever.
Huh?
I've heard women say, yeah, no, men have like really high standards, and it's like, no, they don't.
Wait, then how
Like
the
you see a
fuck
lot of men nowadays with like.
No, they
really
don't.
fat,
Men just want to
ugly
sleep with
women.
everything.
Wait, how
Exactly,
Men-
that's the
how-
point.
These days, men will sleep with anything that moves.
And women are like, yeah, I want a 6'9" alpha male Chad with fucking big pecs, and I want a KSI tits on him and everything.
Did someone say my name? Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, how the
No.
fuck did George ever get laid then?
'Cause I'm a fucking
I
professional,
imagine
that's
she
why.
wasn't that fit.
Ooh. Burn.
Oof. God, everyone's gonna hate me in this stream, Jesus.
Everyone does hate you anyway. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I
I
hate you.
know! Woo!
Alright, so.
Cool.
Alright, so that one's been answered already, Jesus. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no one else.
Guys, I found a
I
bath.
wasn't even paying attention.
It's fine.
These topics are awful.
That's why I said God save us when he did.
Zach?
Alright, I'm gonna go straight to 4, and then I'll go backwards if I feel the need to, because I really don't understand the fact the next two. So, should Britain have... Should the UK be accepting of multiculturalism? Like, should we embrace it? No. No, we fucking shouldn't.
I think we
Everyone
should slit that
hates
dog's throat.
Asians.
Multiculturalism is a joke. It doesn't accomplish anything. Fucking facade. Clearly.
Mal? They say it's to help us learn about other cultures. I don't give a fuck about other cultures.
Why would you want to learn about another culture when every country could be an ethno-state where we look after ourselves and we don't have to bother with anyone else, right?
Well, you could say it's trade for them, but then again, ethnostate doesn't affect.
Yeah, ethno-states have nothing to do with trade.
I was just about to say that.
But if we didn't all trade with each other, then the countries with less resources would end up getting raped, and it's like natural selection of countries, basically.
First your resources, then your women. I'm just in for the keck today. Go for that half-cut shit.
Oh,
Oh, for fucking hell. Alright.
I can't.
Right. Right, we
Oh my
need
god,
to...
I actually got a kill. What the fuck?
Without multi.
Right. I need to do something stupid. Someone tell me something stupid to do.
Suck a dick.
Put toothpaste on your balls.
No!
no,
Read on the
put
stream.
both down your cat's eye.
Yeah.
What?
Shove your fist inside of it.
No! That's your job. That's your job, Drongo. You're the stream wanker. You literally wank.
I'm
on stream.
not coming all the way to press fist.
No, you're supposed to do it to yourself, you fucking cunt nugget.
Cunt nugget.
Lamau.
Oh fucking hell! Alright, yeah, this has definitely already been the worst stream out of all of them.
I'm good at counter
Because
stroke.
no one's talking except from me.
I'm
The
trying.
problem is, right? Everyone here already
I'm
has
being
a
spoken
one-set
to by, like,
mind.
5 different people. I can't
About-
concentrate.
All of these topics, everyone has a one-set mind. We didn't invite anyone who. Yeah, multicultural. Yeah, an ethno-state is bad. We have no one like this stream. Everyone here is so agreeing and so posh.
Not really.
right-wing. Well, think of it. Who here?
Tim
Who
isn't,
here?
and Oscar isn't.
I'm
So, Tim,
I'm more
do
of a
you-
centralist, then I'd lean to the left. That's my political standing.
Ew.
Yeah, but you're a faggot. And you haven't spoken. Lamau?
To think you're from oh wait, yeah, that actually doesn't surprise me. Alright, Prestons are a bit retarded.
What, to be a centralist and lean more to the left?
Just being anyway.
Wait, so Tim,
Oh,
Oscar,
I just
are you
wanted to
saying
call you, I just wanted to call you
multiculturalism
retarded.
thing? Do you think multiculturalism is good since you lean left?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why do you think it's good?
Just let people live their lives, you know?
In their
Yeah,
own
but-
country.
Yeah, do you want them flooding your country, forcing theirs?
I'll
culture.
put it.
Alright, see you
I'll
later.
give you
Lamau?
the reason why multiculturalism shit, right, is because, so for example, you live in your own house, right?
Mm.
Multiculturalism's like saying to everyone on your street, yeah, sure, you can come live with me. Just leaving your fucking door open at 24/7.
Sorry, what? Sorry about that.
Fucking
Okay, so he said multiculturalism
living in a house
having
and leaving your door open 24/7, basically.
for any fucker to just come in and do what they want.
Yeah.
No matter how extreme they are, they come in, do what they want.
Yeah.
Even if it's against the law, because many minorities have gotten away with that.
Mm.
Oh, and let's bear in mind, those pricks don't multi. They want their own.
Right, Drongo, move closer to your mic because you keep cutting out, you fucking moron.
You can hear me now, you fucking wank.
Yay!
Alright. Saying that the people who come in due to multiculturalism do not agree with it. For example, the Muslims, they don't want multiculturalism, they want their culture to cover the entirety of the UK. But,
Exactly.
yeah, so, you can embrace, you can use multiculturalism to come in the country, but you won't embrace it.
People who say that they like multiculturalism don't understand what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Because it's
And
like
if you
it's
do,
like,
I think weird.
it's like inviting a bunch of people into your country. They don't even know the concept. Like, they don't even know what multiculturalism means or is. Like everyone from the Middle East that we're inviting in. Like, yeah, that's a great idea. They don't even know what multiculturalism is, and they don't know why they're being invited in. They just see it as a ticket into a better country.
He does have a really good fucking point. He does actually have
It's
a really
like
good
the-
point.
I think if you're going to come into this country, you need to be able to speak English. You need to have a basic understanding of our culture, You need to. There should be requirements, right? Shouldn't just be I got a visa, come to the country. Oh, I got on a little dinghy boat and came across the border.
To be fair, some people get a temporary visa, and after 6 months they have to fuck off. But in those
And they
6
stay
months-
here. That's what they do.
Point.
They get their temporary visa, but they stay here.
Yeah, legally. For about a few years, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, right?
And some retards are like, yeah, but those people still pay their taxes. They physically cannot pay taxes. Impossible.
They can provide to society, but it's not enough as much as a legalized person.
It's
comes
not.
to the
It's not
country can.
providing to society. It's providing to businesses.
Oh no, I don't mean
Not
taxes.
society,
I mean
small
they can still do something, but it's not amount to check.
I got a case.
I've got a case as well, mate.
I've just opened one.
I keep
These
getting killed by the
skins-
same guy.
These skins are shit. I got a stingray skin and it looks like fucking blood cells.
Yeah, but you're gay.
Only halfway.
Lamar, so are we changing
at the
topics?
moment?
Wait, what?
Victory.
Anyway,
How the hell
multiculturalism's
did he kill me with a
wanter.
shotgun from across the...
Right, we need to talk about more pressing matters about the fact that
I got a Christmas case.
let's
fuck
talk about more
I've got a
pressing.
pressing matter. Tim, you're not an anarchist.
Oh, we got more pressing matters at the fact that I can do the Little John voice, and it kind of I'm sad at the fact that I can do Little John too good.
Okay.
Sonic BJJ bad.
Tim,
What?
you're not an anarchist.
You're a piss rap. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm a racist.
No, you're just a piss rap.
I'm a racist.
No, you're just a piss rap.
You're in a biker game, but you don't have a bike. Shut up. Don't be giving me shit, Sam.
You're gonna go to Thailand to get a face tattoo. Shut your trap, you fucking mongoloid.
Shut up, Tim. You're a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No. Right. Alright.
You
Blair
just
is
basically
literally
said, you live in a house, shut up. Like,
Blair
people
is
get
literally
tattoos.
going to Thailand to get a tattoo on his face. So if anyone's gonna be a friggin' SoundCloud rapper, it's him. Just start calling you
Yeah,
little
but-
right wing.
Wow, that was so savage, Tim.
No, shut the fuck up, little right wing. Right.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Shut up, little right wing. I'm sorry, but that's
Okay,
your
then.
name now. That's just your
Yeah, I'm
name.
gonna have to go.
I actually heard Tim thinks he's the new Ollie Sykes.
Oh, fuck off! No, I'd rather die.
Alright, sorry, edgy man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go now. See you guys later.
See you later,
Boy.
you massive bumder.
Boy!
Bye.
Well, this has been a very shit podcast, but
Yeah, this is probably the shittest we've ever done. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
we need someone different to make any of these shit topics somewhat interesting.
We just need to talk shit for once, rather than just sit here and literally focus on talking about that topic altogether.
Yeah, but I don't.
You need to let things spring. You need to let things spring to mind. Let's talk
Shut
about
up,
drugs.
Meg. I'm joking.
Let's talk about drugs.
You want to talk about drugs? Alright, go on then. You can start. Yeah.
Let's talk about how all of Preston look like they brush their teeth with meth.
I've never been to Preston. You're gonna
I've
have to
never
give me the
been to
rundown.
Sorry, I just had to say that. Alright, go on. Alright, so drugs. What do you want to talk about with drugs?
What?
Right,
What
you
drugs
said to
have you
talk
done,
about
Meg?
the drugs, and then you like literally just go, supersonics, but you don't hear bad. Alright, come on, tell us what drugs you done.
I've done all the drugs, mate.
Have you
What
sucked
was
Willie
that?
knee off?
Yeah,
Man.
that was the most addictive drug I've done so far.
Nice.
Tim, what drugs have you done, mate?
Doing your mom,
I don't really
your
want to
mom.
say what I don't really want to say since you keep saying my fucking name.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It's not like they're just gonna fucking hunt you down and rape you.
You realise
You've
you
got-
can't get
you
arrested
probably-
for this,
you
right,
probably-
retard?
you've probably got about like you've probably got about like half a viewer, and that's me.
Tim, you massive fucking spastic. There's no crime without any if there's no evidence. You understand that, right?
Alright,
I
go
can
on.
say right now, I stabbed a baby in the face with a fork, right? I did. Seriously. Nothing's gonna happen to me.
Swatted.
Just gets fucking annihilated. Coke and weed.
Nice. What kind of Coke you done? Is it Coca-Cola or is it, the strong shit? Is it Pepsi?
I can stab a baby in the face with a fork, just to clarify, just clear that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck
Not
with it.
Yet. Just the emphasis on yet.
I think what we should be asking is, we should be asking the sand nigger what drugs he's done.
Yeah, come on, come on.
I don't think you want to ask me that. I might pull out the Muslim.
Come on, Sandy, tell us.
Well, come on,
Yeah,
you're a Muslim. You're a Muslim. You've
Well-
definitely done weed. That's just how it works. Just how it works. For all I know, you're probably a dealer.
I mean, I've done a bit of weed. Yeah.
I could actually imagine Drongo as a fucking dealer, to be honest.
Yeah. I have been approached before, but I'm, the typical push them onto the road and they die. They stop talking.
Just goes to the call centre for a day job and then
Wow.
just goes to the
that-
call centre for a day
Wow,
job.
I
and then
thought mine was racist, but yours is just too far.
I mean, it's never. I'm never. I mean, Tim's got a lot. He's a fake anarchist. He's
Shut the
half.
fuck up!
He's part
You
of.
are a fake anarch.
I will piss in
And he
your
sucks
chips.
off big boys wearing leather pants. You literally suck cocks of leather pants.
No, I do not.
You suck on
You
their
do.
biker's exhaust until they give you a bike. You're gay. You suck in the schlong. Okay.
Right,
Yeah,
why are you
really.
all focused on me? What the fuck?
Shut up, Tim. You did
Yeah.
coke.
You know what? We let you
So?
off, Tim, because you're a
Yeah,
savage.
but I'm
We let
gonna
you
call
off.
the police on you now.
I'm gonna
out.
call them. I'm gonna be like, guys. I'm gonna say his fucking last name on stream.
No, you better not. Do not do that. I swear the fuck down, George. That's just not right.
of getting arrested for doing coke?
No, I do not want to be fucking doxxed.
By the
even
way,
any chance of it.
I don't really mind if you don't. Are we changing topics? Just chat. I don't mind.
What?
Are we gonna? I don't mind, but are we gonna just chat for the podcast?
I didn't ask
I
what
don't
we do. I'm too buzzed.
It doesn't really matter. You don't have to. Be like 15 minutes split.
I've got a
fine.
topic.
Go
Why
on.
anarchy is gay.
And why?
Anarchy is gay, clearly.
No, it's
Yeah,
fucking
given the
not.
example we have here, the disgusting example we have.
Look, I'll ask Tim what anarchy is, and he'll basically just describe capitalism. So,
It's
Tim, what's
basic-
anarchy?
There's no such thing as economy inside anarchy. There's no actual higher power or anything like that. Everyone works.
Yeah, how do you police that, retard?
You pretty much just work together if you're gonna fucking police it. If anyone fucks you over, you
Can't.
fucking.
Then if you're policing something that's a higher power and a structure, then that's not anarchy.
Did you even give me fucking chance to talk? You fucking mongoloid.
Didn't need to. You contradicted yourself.
In
I'm not
fact,
gonna
I didn't even-
completely shit on. I understand what you want, but I mean, if you say everyone wants to work together, if I was part of an, here's what I'd do: I'd sit on my fucking ass and only move when I want to fucking drink. All right, I don't give a
You'd
shit.
be dead
about
within a
pub-
fucking day.
What? It's an anarchist society. I could
Well,
go out
is
and
that-
shoot you if I
Is
wanted
that
to.
just because he's Asian, Tim? Fucking hell, you didn't have to go
Like,
that far.
in all honesty, if I was in an anarchist society and I didn't like someone, I could easily face and not give a fuck and not have to worry.
Right.
So, saying work together, yeah, I'd work together to drill your ass, leave you dead on the floor. No offense, but I wouldn't provide to jack shit.
Yeah,
we
but if
could
it-
have peace, we could, you're right. I'm not gonna diss you completely. But it'd
Yeah,
be
but,
so
like,
hard.
But think about it. If you're literally just gonna try and start shit with people inside a society where you have to work together, you're all literally gonna get fucked up, man. No
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is
no,
gonna
no
want to
one would
work
work
with you. They're
together
gonna
in the
literally
first
just
place.
go, you know
The
what? Get
only
fucked, you
thing
little
you have
bastard.
running for you in an anarchist society is morale, and someone's morale can be so fucking twisted that they think being a good boy means shooting you in the fucking head. You know, like if you immediately take someone from a capitalist society to an anarchist, it's going to be so hard for them to adapt. They're not used to not needing to do anything and just helping people. We're used to working like dogs, having years of education to get a fucking office job. That's what we're used to. And then putting us in a society where we don't need that is like, yeah, your education was bullshit. Just come here and help us out. Yeah, like I don't mind it, but it's gonna be weird as fuck.
Yeah, you
Could
don't.
you adapt to a society where all your education is useless? All your intellect is useless. You just gotta help people out. Be a nice guy. Some people don't want. That's a fact.
I think the whole reason why anarchy is fucking spasticated is because it completely crushes innovation in every single way, shape, and form. You
And
can't
it's
develop a
contradictory.
society in an anarchist society. You can't have new technology. You can't have anything new at all. You can't even have imports because everyone will be stealing from each other. It's fucking
if-
shit.
And if you don't
One
want to
sec,
bring
guys,
in the
I'm gonna kill my
crazies,
dog.
can't be selective in society.
Shut your dog up, George.
I don't know. Let's say you were the leader of an society. How are you gonna?
How are you going to be
Someone
the
has to get-
leader of an anarchistic society?
Exact. That's the
There
point.
is no leaders, you fucking moron.
There
were
would
no-
have to be because that's how a society works. Like in the foundations
yeah.
of a society is having a leader
That was
or
my
having
point.
some kind of a structure.
You
I
don't
don't
have-
even think anarchism would count as a society because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't generate anything.
It's
It
like
doesn't help its people. The people have to
Bro,
help themselves.
yeah,
And it's naturally
anarchy is like if you're a good guy, you're gonna want to help us out. But I mean, that's select. You're only gonna get good people. And the rest of the world can fucking rot in a capitalist society.
Yeah, but when you think about it, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
go ahead.
so if you're literally gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm sticking by myself," no one's like, if someone tries to take something from me or ask something from me, I'm gonna break the skull in. How long are you going to last? Because guaranteed, you'll ask someone will ask you, yeah, "Oh yeah, could you help me out?" And then you break the fucking skull in. Guaranteed, someone's gonna come. A good few people are gonna come up to you and be like, "You know what? You're fucked up, mate. You're getting fucked."
Well, think of it
No,
this
they
way.
won't, because how
Let
would
me- let me
anyone
give
know
you-
that you've killed someone without a
Let me
police
give you
force?
2 examples, yeah? Capitalist society, I smashed someone's skull in. Parents are cops, which is part of the government society structure. They're gonna catch me, I'll probably go jail, get bummed up the arse. Anarchist society, I smashed someone's skull. Who are they gonna call? What, their dead son, whose phone is probably smashed? The cops? Oh wait, they don't exist. This
I'll put it this
society
way:
here-
there's
oh,
no
wait.
way to find out that someone's killed another person without police.
I mean,
Unless
you
you're
can
a
try
fucking,
invest-
unless you're a fucking magician. I mean,
Yeah.
you can investigate into it, but it's like not hard to hide a body. You can't get fingerprint recognition when everyone's killing each other all the time. I think people will be more worried about, defending themselves than going out of their way to do that.
I don't think anarchist society is good, but a society where the government lays off it. But we can have that in a capital, but it's not happening anytime soon. But an anarchist, I'm too agreeing or thinking it's going to work. I'm just not down for that. I like the idea, and personally, I would help people out, not gonna lie. But that's because I'm an going individual. Not everyone who comes in there is going to be as easygoing as me.
Not everyone's gonna be as easygoing, but then the thing is.
So
is
how are you
that
going to get those people to do what I would do, just help out?
You
the tough
don't, because you already have people helping you out. You don't fucking need.
No, you don't. You'd have to force
I'm-
people to do that. Meaning,
I
you'd have
would
to have
help
government.
to force
because
people
of my
helping
sense
out.
of
Of course you do.
If I just turned around and went, "Oh yeah, if you help me out, I'll give you a bit of this food," then you probably end up helping me out.
Where are you going to get that food from? You're going to fucking magic it out of nowhere.
Hang on.
There's
That's
more
a form of
do you not
society.
know-
That's the give and take.
You
Like,
do not know
oh,
how
no.
to actually. Oh my god. Do you not know how to actually basically. Standard friggin' agriculture, that kind of stuff?
Doesn't work in an anarchist society.
Anarchist
Give me one
doesn't-
example of a good anarchistic society. Or one that's even functioning in any way, shape, or form in the 21st century.
Slab City's actually still functioning right now.
Where?
So,
Slab City.
Slab
is-
City. What the fuck is that?
Oh my
is that
god.
that place
for
in
fuck's-
America?
Yeah, it's
about?
that place in fucking America.
They
Right,
have
and,
laws, but they don't have state-enforced laws. There's a
No,
difference.
They don't actually have anything which actually classes.
They
as
would
laws.
have laws.
They don't.
Of course I would.
Let's search. All right, before we
The
start.
the only thing that would differentiate one state from another in terms of laws, not all states have different laws completely. There are country-based laws, I think, but I think you would still have those laws in place, but you wouldn't have state laws.
I'm too fucking half cut for this shit.
America kiss. So you're saying this place has no sort of like government system and it's doing really good, right? That's what you're saying.
It's not doing really good, but it's like because it's practically just started out.
I'm not gonna shit on you. How do you spell this place?
SLAB City.
S. Okay, go. Got it. Now, you think that we in Britain do that, or all across the world that's possible? Like, do you think Slab City is possible in different parts of the world? In LEDCs? Like, in LEDCs, I don't even say it. Fucking possible. They don't have enough resources. But, yeah, do you think it's possible here in Britain? Slab City?
I'd say it'd probably be a bit easier in Britain than it would be in the desert of California, like.
Alright.
Oh, it's in California. Well, that's no fucking surprise. Everyone there's probably a nignog. I don't think there's any fucking white people left there, to be fair. And if they are, they're like fucking mixed race scumbags.
Sorry, what? It's in California, so
Fucking
what?
hell, sure.
I might cut out.
California's a fucking shithole. I'm pretty sure most of the people living in California are minorities. I think they have like the highest crime rate in America.
Lamau.
Real quick. Fucking
California is
shithole.
kind of weird. They protest, like, people from California come to America simply to protest that Trump's racist. And when people ask them why you here, they say, defend my people. You're not really affiliated with them. Like, they try and stop Trump, like, they're going to get affected. I mean, they're trying to be so realize that you have no place, not affected. You're meant to be those bitches who sit on the side and say, oh, best wishes to your family. You're not meant to come and say, stop the hate. You're meant to sit on your ass and chill without your straws. In California, weird. I don't know how high the crime rate is, but they're weird. They think they're like part of America. They're different. They are very weird. I think anarchism. I think the definition of anarchism is slightly. There's something that would really work would be I don't know, the government laying off, giving the government a little less power. That sounds like a.
You keep
We're
cutting out.
moving.
Move closer to your mic again.
Okay. I'll try and keep it close. Okay.
Do you know what would work really well?
What?
No.
If people would stop trying to change every single thing about the societies we already have and just try and make them better. You can't completely flip something on its head and expect it to be perfect.
This is a problem I have
That's
with
what-
White Wing, though. I kind of have this problem with White Wing.
The whole point of being a conservative is making sure that our culture stays intact, our country stays the way it is fundamentally meant to be, which is just not even a thing anymore, which has been fucked over by the left. We're just fucked.
Yeah.
This country is a fucking shithole.
The thing is, right, a lot of people in the White Wing can essentially preach change that is possible and sound reasonable to an extent. The people in White Wing have no power to do that because they're not as radical as the lefties. The lefties, they don't have power, but they're so extreme and retarded that they force themselves, like, you know, those flat earthers are getting down in America.
Yeah.
They're doing more than the White Wing in a physical sense. The White Wing, you could say they have more state of mind, but I'm not going to completely. Maybe there's like one or two left wings who have some state of mind, not extreme. But the White Wing, they don't do anything because they have a sense of mind, and they never will because they're smart enough to realize that we can't do anything. So just preaching it's a bit bullshit, I think. And the MPs and all this government. I mean, I honestly.
Actually, I've just worked out what would be the best society out of all of them.
Go on. Go for it.
One second, let me just get up the name of it. It takes a piss.
I think change is necessary. I don't mind working towards change because I'm not just gonna sit on my ass. But yeah, it's weird. Although I'm not gonna talk about the entire world like I give a fuck. Well, I don't care about America. Fucking live. It doesn't affect me. Right?
Right. You know which one would be the greatest society out of all of them?
One.
Go on then.
Thompson. He's got the name of the society in the book. It's like repeat rap.
Aww.
Lol. He played
Soviet
the
Union.
ear rape.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Communism's cancer.
I know
Yeah,
it was a joke.
I,
It was a joke.
Communism's worse than National Socialism.
It was a joke. Don't worry. I was just
I-
doing it to take the
that was-
piss.
But you know what? We might as well talk. Talk about. Yeah, communism is shit. Yeah. It's
Come on.
I don't. People. They're the people that say we, right? That we are all responsible. Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So they're the people who say that we take responsibility for everything, right? So if one person does something bad, everyone does something bad. Or am I
Right.
wrong? Wait,
Pretty
I'm asking. Is that communism?
It's basically like you make a loaf of bread. It's everyone's loaf of bread.
Right. So I'm cool. Let us. Right. So I think that people. I don't think people are that kind. Certainly think it's an abusive form of life, right? Because I've seen memes, right? These are simple fucking jokes, but looking at those jokes, if that was a real thing, that's fucking disgusting. For example, if I win the lottery, my money is not everyone's money. It's my fucking money.
Exactly. Well,
Yep. I 1 in a million chance. I have a higher chance to run over the road for winning the lottery. Yeah, I win it, and the money goes to everyone. That's like 1 rupee per every person on the planet, and I can give to. But no, I'm not. No, it's bullshit. There's no we because we're greedy. We all need to evolve, but we cannot all evolve. Africa cannot evolve at the same rate as us. Because
yeah,
we're different.
blacks aren't evolved. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let because his argument way back about the majority of black being lower IQ and essentially dumb. He is correct, despite it sounding harsh. He was
Well,
correct
it's just
because
statistical fact.
Statistically, he was actually correct. So I'll give him
and
that
their
one.
poverty makes it even worse because due to their poverty, they're born as retards and they just can't. Like if there's this one nigger who can build a fan out of wood, no one cares. We mass produce them every single day.
Hmm.
So they're slow as hell, but whatever. No, I don't care about Africa. Basically, I don't care about that. Don't Trump's banning America. That's not effective because I don't care about it. Unless I live there and I'm physically being targeted. I don't.
I've got someone messaging me.
Lamau, back and
Cool.
call them retard. But yeah, communism's weird. I think if people want to follow what they want to follow, go ahead. Just don't drag people down with you. You know, I don't want as well just to follow.
Yeah, but that's what anarchism is. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
Change
Yeah,
everything to
anarchism-
the extent where
yeah,
not
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
would have a choice in it.
Tim, you're kind of you say you're an anarchist, right? Let's say you are an anarchist. You want a no society. You're kind of leaning towards communism in the sense that
Yeah.
if we all live in a non-government society, it's all of our responsibilities to do what we want. So you're more of a communist than an anarchist. Because
Wait,
you're like,
what?
oh,
I
you want to
ain't
live
not-
in a world where the government have no hold. It's your own lawless society. Yeah, everyone's own lawless society.
Alright, here's the problem that I have with Tim's definition of anarchism. It's because you say that it's got no laws and stuff, and then you go out of your way to specifically say there would have to be rules in place. Like, people have to help each other out with these things.
I'm not
And then
saying
you
they
say,
have to
well, no,
help-
they don't have to. And
Yeah.
then, and then you say, no, they don't have to. What? How the fuck are they going to do it then?
They don't have to
You're
help
just gonna
each
tell
other
people
out,
that
but
they-
it's kind of like
You're just
coming
going to
from-
tell people that they can do it if they want. Then why the fuck would they do it? They don't have to.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
you could say that you could be an inspiration or something, but I just don't.
I mean, you can sit there and talk about your perfect little world as all you want, but what we're talking about is what would work, and that would not work in a billion years.
Yeah,
If
that's the thing I
everyone was a
don't
nice
like.
person, maybe it
Yeah.
would. But we live in England. It's like a country full of scumbags.
Yeah. I don't like people who talk about world peace and shit. Like, you can sound as purified as you want. We will not have that in the time that you will live.
You want world peace? Turn every single country in the world into an ethno-state and send people back to their own countries.
I've
That
got
would
a
be
bet-
instant
I've got
world
a better
peace.
way of world peace. Fucking kill yourself. Because you're not going to be able to get that in your time in life. So why don't you do one simple thing that can benefit all the society in the future, yeah? And then fucking off your
Everyone.
yeah,
needs
go
it,
to your
yeah.
after. I don't care about world peace. Not
The
happening
thing is,
time soon.
the thing is, no matter how much we all argue about everything that comes to politics and stuff like that,
Go
like
on.
you're saying it will never happen. The thing is, no matter what we say, not everyone's going to agree with what we want. Like, no matter if your perfect world is completely different to someone else's perfect world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, although
It's not
I've
about perfect
come to
worlds,
realize I don't care about perfect because they don't exist and they never will for as long as I live. What I want is at least to contribute at least one major thing in society, in my society, not the world, in the country I live in and the country that I wish to live in. Right? So
Yeah,
let's say
but-
I live in Britain. I want to change one thing in Britain for the better of everyone. Just one thing. Right? I don't want world peace. I don't want Britain's government to calm down. I just want one small thing, and I've done enough of it. Right? I don't give a shit about America, the rest of the world. I don't care. It's not happening. Unrealistic things, don't care. Things that don't affect me, I shouldn't care. Things that I don't want to care about, going, but unless the law forces me.
Right, you know,
Because
right.
go on.
You both like get angry at me for wanting like what I
Well,
want.
I'm not angry.
No, well,
but
go
go on.
Right, Proxy like fucking like full on going skits at me for wanting it for the way that I want everything. Yeah. The thing
Yeah.
is, when it comes to this actual the way that it comes to this world going, the problem is that the only way like, if anything, I'm the closest to getting what I want to anyone, simply for the fact that the only way that I will be able to get what I want, because of the fact that there's only one way that you can change this world, and that's by nuking the fucker out, because you cannot change anything to do with your society to an extent where it is your perfect thing. No one can do that, and the only way that it would come to any kind of change in society is the fucking place getting nuked. And the thing is, that will change into an anarchist society because there'd be no
No,
police
but then everyone would
force.
be dead, you retard. This isn't Fallout. Nukes would wipe everyone out.
I know.
That's so
I know,
unrealistic.
I know, but the thing I'm saying is simply the fact that nothing, like, as much as we all argue and we're fucking complaining and everything, nothing will ever change. That's the sad part about it.
I want to
all.
ask you a question, right? You believe in your perfect world, which is fine, perfect fine, okay? I've got to ask you, who doesn't believe in what I regard as unrealistic. Why are you so the idea that something unrealistic as a fucking nuke, like it could happen, but you have no idea of. Why do you believe in something that is so unrealistic? I don't believe in the fact that the world will suddenly change. I believe in the fact that maybe I could provide to society, because that's something realistic I can do in my lifetime. But something like the
world would
nuke,
be-
such
yeah.
big plans, like humanity can sort that out hundreds of years after I'm dead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's nothing which we can actually change, and that was just an extreme example of how the only things you can really do
Yeah.
is change, because there is nothing you can fucking do.
Do you think you can make one step towards your perfect world in
Yeah,
your lifetime?
everyone
Why don't
can.
you aim towards that? Just like, I'm not trying to change your way of life. I'm curious as to why you don't do that, because that's more realistic and possible in the time you have left. Because you could die fucking tomorrow, right? Now, obviously, I wouldn't want. That's a physical possibility.
Well, that's kind of what I want to do in my lifetime.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least. It's like,
I don't have any, I don't have ready, but I want to do something. Do you have them? Because you're older than me, so do you have anything?
You know, in your own society, you'd be stamped out and slaughtered in about 2 seconds, right? The world
Yeah,
would
I-
become all brawn and no brain, literally, in like 2
Wait.
seconds.
Based on this way of life? What you on about? What do you mean?
In anarchism.
Oh, okay. You're bagging on that. Cool. Yeah, go on.
the thing
Just
is,
say-
you need a mix between brawn and brain when it actually comes to an anarchistic society.
And that would happen in our... Yeah, there you go then. So it's a massive contradiction.
So you need
everyone would
both
get
brawn
fucked.
and you need
No,
both
because
brawn
if you
and
have
brain.
brawn, then it will stomp out the brain.
Yeah, but the thing is, if there's no fucking brain left, then how the fuck are you supposed to get food?
There you go then. So you've just basically exposed your entire little idea as being shit.
It's not fucking. This is what. Alright. You know what you're. No.
You just
if you have a
proved my
mix
fucking
between
point.
brawn and fucking brain, you can have both. You complete fucking mongoloid.
Who would take over in an anarchist society? Chavs would. You know what Chavs hate? Anyone with a glimpse of intellectual.
Chavs
brain.
won't get anywhere. Chavs won't get
Yes, they
anywhere.
fucking will. Yes, they fucking will. They're
closest
the
thing-
majority of the country.
The closest
You
thing
don't
that a chav can
realise
do
that-
is stepping up, and then as soon as you fucking force anything on them, they fucking shit themselves and almost die.
I don't mean to be rude, right? But
You're
your
so wrong.
hang on, Tim, I've got to. Your anarchist society basically means anyone can come and anyone can, right? You could invite the leader of the world's most dangerous mafia, and he would instantly take over your anarchist. He's far more powerful than you are. Chavs are hard getting hold of a fucking gun in Britain than you. They could easily walk into your anarchist society, gun you the fuck down.
Chavs
Alright,
have a
why are you
mindset.
both so fucking focused on me right now? Can you just tell me that? All the way
Because
through this goddamn podcast.
The entire topic's on anarchism, and you're an anarchist.
Didn't you
No.
choose the topic of? You can change the topic if you really want.
No,
but
I didn't actually choose the topic of anarchism, but for some
I
reason,
did.
all the way through this stream, you've both been fucking focused on me and
that's
my
because
ideology.
I'm not an anarchist.
So you can't defend your own ideology.
I
You're
try
an
to, but every single time you try and shoot it down as much as fucking possible. You don't listen to my
No,
fucking side of it.
I just disprove your points.
No, you don't fucking disprove my points, because as soon
I
as I
do.
say you need both brain and brawn, you're like, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, you fucking do.
And you know, well, you did. Well, I never said you don't. I said if you did have an anarchist society, you wouldn't end up with that in the end, or even in the beginning. You'd just end up with brawn.
You wouldn't. There's no chance that brawn would be able to survive by itself.
There's
That's
a
why it needs
possibility
brain.
that
You
brain
serious?
could live
What
out,
would-
but the brain would be a minority.
Exactly.
Yes, but it'd be a well sought after.
Yeah, but think of it this way: the
minority.
Muslims are minorities,
Why
right?
would
And
it?
do you think they have brains? Yet they have far more powers than brains. Don't they're more brawn than brains in our capitalist. So
You
you
said
know,
it'd be a well sought after trait to be smart. Well, why would you seek that out if you're fucking brain dead?
Right, think
You'd
about
have
this.
you'd have no intellect to even bother to do that. You're
No
running out
one's
of
gonna
food. The
be
first thing you'll
fucking-
think is,
No one's gonna be brain dead. No one's just gonna suddenly be fucking brain dead.
yes, they will.
some
How?
people
Go
are
on,
born
go
brain.
on, why
It's
is
called
everyone just gonna be
having the
brain
syndrome
dead?
down.
I'll give you a good example then. So how would your anarchistic society work? You said by nukes, right?
I didn't mean that was literally.
Well, just give me
I
an
was-
example
I
of how
wasn't-
it would start.
Oh, you were
Right.
shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I tried to explain this earlier. There's no way you can literally suddenly make a fucking change. There's no way I can literally make a whole fucking system on how to create an anarchistic society in literally fucking seconds, is
No,
there?
how? What would trigger it? What would trigger it?
That's the thing. You can't just trigger a fucking anarchistic society. You can't just
Okay,
trigger
yeah,
any
you
kind
can.
of fucking
have you
society.
planned out? How much of the anarchy you have planned out? Because if you haven't planned out the possible triggers, that means you don't have a bloody starting point. Yeah, you want to talk about a perfect world that is not possible in 100 years. Well, why you could say I don't know that? I'm basing currently seeing
Yeah, if the economy was to crash tomorrow, I think we would be living in an anarchistic society. So that's one way that it would trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is.
but the
one way
chance
to
of
trigger.
that is so unrealistic.
Alright, so once that happens, what will people start doing, Tim?
Obviously, at first, riots will start out. Obviously, because that's what normally happens.
No one
at
would
the start.
riot because they'd have no one to riot to. First thing people would do is nick everything they possibly can,
Yeah, that's
like all
that,
the resources they could
Yeah,
get.
so they'd fight over it, which actually classes as a fucking riot.
Yeah, and who are the weakest people? Normally, the more brainy people, right? You don't get big hench smart people, do you?
Actually, there is quite a few hench smart people around the world.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not
but I
many.
mean,
yeah,
we
but
mean the
there is
majority
quite a
in Britain.
All right, there's 5 that exist. Okay, I'm not really talking about those 5 people that you're talking about in your
There
brain.
isn't just fucking
I'm
5 people who exist.
Do you think there's more brainy and brainy people who are weak as fuck in the physical sense?
Right, here's the thing. Not everyone's full on brainy, not everyone's full on brawny, and not everyone's exactly in the middle. You know,
Alright.
the thing is,
Yeah.
Alright, so the brainy people will seek out places to hide while the riots go on. The brawny people will
Yeah,
go
now
into the
die of
riots and fucking-
starvation.
No, while the riots go on, they will probably already have. They probably would have already like got as much food as they can, while they can, and gone hide, while the people with the brawns go fight. So while this happens, some of the brainy people will starve, some of the brawny people will have fucking killed each other, and after a while, the brawny people will be seeking out brainy people to help them actually survive with food and all that kind of stuff, while the
No.
brainy people will be seeking out brawny people for, guess what, security.
In a fucking movie, the first thing people would start doing once they start running out of shit is it would continue. Nothing would stop. They would be like, yeah, I need a really smart person so I can share my food with them. No, they'd be like, I'm gonna go beat the fucking shit out of a smart person to take their food. That's how that would work. And
Not
that is
everyone
how
will
they would stomp smart people out of society.
Not everyone would fucking do that, you complete fucking
I would do it.
mongoloid.
I would do it.
Alright, what if
I'm just
anyone's
thinking of...
what if anyone's smart enough to actually create a weapon which is more damaging to a brawny person than a brawny person with
How do
muscles?
you create a weapon when the economy is
Like
just gone
we've
to
already
shit?
gone through this. You can't. There's no room for innovation. Like you'd be thinking about food and drink, not creating a cool gun that does.
I
some
wasn't. Did I
special
say a
fucking
fucking
thing.
gun? Did I say a fucking
Yeah.
gun?
Well, it would
You
be
said
a
a
gun,
weapon.
wouldn't it?
It must.
Alright,
Okay.
think about it. You can easily find ways to actually create a weapon, not like an impressive, like very innovative weapon or anything like that, but something which can do damage.
Okay, give me one weapon which would be foolproof and you could keep it going.
Did I say?
I don't get it. Why
foolproof?
is
I
why
didn't
is
say
a
it
random?
foolproof.
Why is a weapon relevant to anything? I don't get it.
So I could just grab
Oh
a
my
knife and stab
fucking god!
what is it relevant to?
Because you wanted to know what was going on. I was saying about how brainy people would fucking survive in an anarchistic society. Because you kept asking for it, you complete fucking moron.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
You keep
doesn't
on
make any
talking
sense.
about like people will be good in the end. They won't. If I come into your anarchist society, I'm gonna shitpost on people who incite so much violence.
I don't know.
I'll get
Anarchism's
mad.
sounding kind of shit. I think we're in what? I think by the time that we've all this shit's kicked off, everyone will be dead. You know, in a giant ditch. This sounds like the way that communism ended.
Society. Because people would think because people are dumb, they think I'm moralistically a prick, so they'd probably beat me up till I die. So
It
I
would be the
dead.
same as
Not
communism.
It would not be the same as communism.
Yes, it would. In the first day, well, in the first month of your little anarchist society, the government would have killed 10 million people. Sorry, because the reason why they would have to do that is because lack of resources.
What government?
The government that's existing.
The government won't die so easily.
An
They
anarchistic
probably haven't.
society would not have a government.
Yes,
Well,
but the
have-
government doesn't die
If
so
if the
easily.
economy collapses, then there will still be a government. The only way to revive an economy is to wipe out most of your population so you can restart it again. There's too many people, it's going to be pretty hard to restart your entire economy. What they did in Soviet Russia. Russia's
Well,
still
no.
a thing.
Yeah, and they're trying to get more people. They're trying to force you to give birth to more people. So they're trying
Alright,
to get a
guys,
population
I'm too
increase.
fucking half cut for this. Why did you have to start this conversation while I'm pissed?
Why did you start the podcast if you were pissed?
No, Mao?
Because I thought it'd be fun and you kept asking for it.
Did I?
Drongo
Oh, I
did.
asked, but I didn't. And
And
well,
Drongo
didn't hate
gave
the
you
topic.
topics. Drongo gave you topics, but the first thing about friggin' proxy term, I went, no, I don't like them topics. Alright, we're doing mine.
The topics are abysmal.
yeah, but I mean, it's because we don't have anyone who disagrees.
Exactly. So it's more interesting talking to Tim, who claims he's an anarchist. You know, if the viewers just sat there thinking to themselves, well, this is shit because they're just going around in circles sucking each other's dicks, it's not really a fun conversation to listen
And
to,
I
right?
wouldn't be fake. Viewers can fucking satisfied. You know, I wouldn't pretend to be a leftist or not explain why I'm a leftist.
Yeah, but the only other problem is the simple fact that honestly, proxy, I'm gonna rip into you here. The simple fact is that when it comes to proxy, unless your view literally makes exact sense, and also as well as that, fits into what he believes, then he won't agree with you unless it actually fits into what he believes.
Exactly. Yeah. You didn't really
Because-
rip into me there. You just
No,
described
I'm
me.
saying because he's that arrogant. Unless it's what he believes, he will not have any of it. He will literally just say, "No, no, it's not right. No, 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 don't work."
You could say Thompson's a bit. Proxy is a bit more aggressive because he's got an ego and shit. We would have that, but you could say Thompson's a bit more.
Yeah, but
Fuck
it's
his name, no.
just it's not ego. It's more arrogance
But
than ego.
I wouldn't say he's gonna change his character.
The thing you got wrong there is you don't actually know what I believe, do you?
You've already said exactly what you are. You
To
said
be
you're
fair,
an
he said
ex-right.
what he hates.
Give me what I think, what I believe.
I don't exactly know what you fucking believe properly because all you freaking tell me is that you're an ex-right, and you want an F. Oh, like not F.
I told you that I didn't like the outright.
Fucking hell, I can't remember the fucking word for it.
ETHNOSTATES.
Yeah, an ethnostate.
I said I would believe in ethnostates, but people are too thick to go along with that, so I have a bit of a different idea.
And have you?
Go on, then tell us what you believe in. Then, if you want us to talk about it, tell us what you believe in.
I want everyone to die.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
So what you're saying is you believe in something unrealistic. No offense.
Yeah,
The chance
so
of
Well, not
how
really.
would how would you have that happen? So
In
what
your
what
life-
would you what would you say to
I
for
said
that to happen in your lifetime?
I want. I said I want. I didn't say I think that's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah, but
When
if
did
you
I
want
say I
that, if
think
you want
that's
that to
gonna
happen, if you want that to happen, how would you have that happen? Because you can't just
Well,
all of a sudden do that
it'd be a
overnight.
natural or man-made occurrence, wouldn't it? It'd be a earthquake or a
an
Ooh,
earthquake.
Wait.
Kill it.
Earthquakes are
it'd be
man-made.
the ice cap. it'd be the-
Earthquakes are man-made.
I said. Did I not say natural or man-made? I'm pretty sure I did.
It sounded like you said natural or man-made. No, it just
It's
sounded
more-
like you said
it's more
natural
like a-
man-made.
What you're saying is more like a wish that will possibly come true.
I hope that happens.
Yeah. The
Yeah, but
chance
how
is
would-
there.
But how would
But
you have that?
same with that.
How would you have that happen?
I don't know, a meteor. It's a natural occurrence, isn't it? You can't.
All right, then how would you have that happen? What would you
How
do
would
to
I make that
kickstart it?
happen?
How would you do to? What would you do to kickstart?
You see, unlike you, I'm not a brainlet, so I'll say I can't.
Yeah, the thing is I actually turned around and said,
You'll be like, yeah, I can. Everyone's working towards it. No, they're fucking not.
no, I didn't say
don't know
that.
what there
When
are.
the fuck
You were
did
like-
I say that?
No, you said everyone
the
can work
no,
towards it or something
No,
like
no, I
that.
didn't. When the fuck
So
did I say that?
actually, I could have the same answer as you. I could be like, yeah, everyone can work towards that. Everyone can fucking top themselves.
Yeah, the thing is, everyone can top themselves. Everyone can work to an anarchist
Exactly.
society. But the thing is, they don't have to. Everyone has their own fucking choice. That's why I know what I want, I won't get. I already know that. I come to terms with it. I literally sat there for a good few minutes saying about how I know I won't get what I want.
Yeah, but
I'm just-
my idea's a bit more realistic, isn't it?
No, it's not. Right, go on.
It is.
They're
Everyone
both
could die in a
unrealistic.
click, and you wouldn't even know about it.
Oh yeah, I know that. But go on. Since you did this to me, how would you have it happen? I really want to know how you would have it happen.
I wouldn't.
How would you? No, I want to know how you would how you
Hold
would
on,
do it.
he's physically stated that he knows.
You're
it's
like
supposed
you're
to
like
happen.
Jeremy Corbyn, aren't you? I know it's not just going to happen. Well, it might. You don't know, but I can't physically make that happen. I said to you, how do you think that would happen? Not how would you make it happen?
All right. Then.
Oh my god.
And I'll give you
sake.
the answer to the question that I told. I've always got a response to something, Tim. You can't fuck me around on this one. So my answer to that is a natural occurrence. We don't know anything about the universe, but what we do know is very, very fucking little. Tomorrow, a meteor the size of the fucking half the universe could hit Earth, could fucking teleport here and destroy us. You don't know because we know nothing about the universe. So yeah, that could happen.
Oh yeah, no, it could. I gave ways that it could happen with a freaking anarchistic society. Oh, I'm too buzzed for this.
If we lived in an anarchist society, I'd go out my way to kill every single person. All humans do is prevent the inevitable. It's all we're here to do.
Yeah,
We're gonna
do
die.
believe
What
this
the fuck's the
planet.
point?
to be honest, I do actually agree with you that I kind of wish that everyone would fucking die sometimes.
We are a shit existence to this planet. We are just killing it slowly, and we're trying to make it even slow. We're trying to make it an even slower death. So, we are a
Our
disease.
actual life is so irrelevant, it doesn't mean anything in the end.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, I mean, what the fuck's the point of preventing it? Or postponing it? There's fucking no point at all.
Like, this
So,
is
fuck it.
it's such a small amount of us who make change the planet. It's just give a f-
Honestly, I do actually agree with you here, Proxy. I do actually genuinely believe that the fucking
No,
planet is
hang on,
just,
no
like-
offense, but have you just completely? Like, I'm not dissing on anarchism. Just relax. Are you saying you've completely changed your view of thinking that you're
No,
more
I'm not.
leaning towards Foxy?
No,
Like, go-
I'm
I'm not dissing.
not.
Go ahead.
The thing is, I'd rather have an anarchistic society where we're not just focused on changing the world and all this shit, or freaking like focused on making money and we could literally do exactly what we want. Honestly, I would prefer that. Or just everyone fucking goes, because what's the point in working, just being another fucking cog in a machine? It's a shit
Exactly.
life. It's a shit life, and why would you want to be that? Just sit there, go to work, fucking get your money, give it to someone else, that money gets given to someone else, and then all of a sudden it comes back to you just because you sat in a room working. It's just not a life I want to live. That.
To be fair,
Hmm.
if we were machines, we would be so much better. We're all rusty shits that have stopped turning. We act like we're going toward evolution. We're not. We're just making the planet more of a shithole. If we were machines,
Yeah.
we would be living a great life with no excitement. We'd actually fucking getting.
Well,
'Cause
in
we'd be-
theory, in the way that we live our lives, we are already just fucking machines. Because, alright, the simple thing is like, imagine, right? Do you know when you see a rat in a maze?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Right, they force that rat to work and work and work just to be able to get a tiny bit of enjoyment out of a treat. And then it has to work and work and work until it gets that tiny enjoyment out of a single treat
Oh,
again,
uh,
over and over again, until it dies. What does that remind you of?
Yeah, I know.
Life.
Yeah,
Yes.
life.
I mean, I would say to some extent I'm an anarchist because I'd rather have but your idea of anarchism's like, yeah, people working together, everyone will end up happy. I don't want that. I don't want people to be.
Not everyone will work together.
I want everyone to go around killing each other until there's no one left. That's what I want.
So if you could guarantee people being happy,
If you had anarchism the way I would have anarchism, people would get what they fucking want. Like, seriously. You want to go kill someone, you can go fucking kill someone. Not everyone would, but the strongest people would. I believe in natural selection, so that would work for me.
I believe in true unadulterated freedom, to be honest. I'd rather just have true unadulterated freedom. So if you want to help people, you can help people. If you want to fucking kill someone, you kill someone. You do what you want.
to be fair, if you believe in freedom, then going towards anarchism is a good thing. But if you ask help you out for that's not freedom. Basically saying, "Oh, you're being a lazy shit. Please help me out." No, I have to fucking shoot you in the head.
No, that's just simply asking someone to just help you out. That's not like not having freedom. That's just going,
But
would you be
I
able to help
think
me out a bit?
if your society came to realization, I think you would have natural selection. The only people who would actually what you're saying, there's a very small amount of the world's population who have some form of intelligence, know what you're talking about, and agree with you. Basically, the left society. No. Yeah, only
no. The left society would fucking rot in the ground when it comes to
To be fair, a
anarchist
lot of
society.
society agree with the idea of world peace. Yay, we're gonna have that now.
No, we'll
They
never
do
have
agree
it.
with.
We'll never have it. If we're never gonna have world peace, so instead of fighting towards world peace, let's just
I
let's
don't
just
have
have
any.
some fucking fun already. You know
I don't
what
have
mean?
some bollocks wish, right? I don't care about people killing themselves or anarchist society. I don't believe in anything unless I know it's 100%. I don't care. Here's what I want to do. I die. I want to
Alright.
shoot Big Nasty.
Actually, alright, I've got a good topic for you, actually. Is Proxy still here? Alright.
He's it.
I got an idea for an actual good little topic. I don't know
Go
how this
on,
one's
then.
gonna work. I don't know how this one's gonna work, but right. So, what would you have in society which could work in your lifetime?
Basically, what I'm saying, but I mean,
Which
I don't care enough to be able to bring up an answer to that because I don't care about working societies. A working
No,
society
no.
is just everyone getting raped,
no.
getting fucked, basically.
Oh.
We're already in a working society, so the answer to that would be capitalism. There's working, and then there's, you know,
I
something that
mean,
everyone
what
enjoys.
specifications would you want to change, which
Everything.
which you could do?
I'd have you know, well, to make things better in on the society that we already have, or
Make
That
things
sounds-
make things
yeah.
more make things more how you want it.
So in your eyes, better. Oh.
Yeah.
for myself or for everyone.
In
Not
general.
for you. And I don't mean everyone dying, I mean like something which you would enjoy more in this society.
Yeah, because it's your opinion. Something you think would be good for yourself. This is the.
Because I actually think that would be a really good topic.
Capital punishment,
What's that?
killing people if they kill people.
So if someone kills someone, you kill them.
Yeah,
What you're saying? Okay.
that's...
So basically,
If someone attempts to kill someone, kill them.
Right,
so basically,
what's-
a lot of
what's-
the prison getting shot. I'm not dissing.
Get shot in the
Basically-
fucking face.
Nice. I don't think it's bad. I think prison bullshit. No, it's like, oh, we're a rehabilitation. No, you're just telling them to get rid of
Anyone that's got life in prison, you just put them on their knees and shoot them in the face.
Yeah, they're like, it's better for. Like, I don't mean to speak all prisoners, but if you're gonna sit in there for 20 years and get shagged, nigga, I think you should.
I'd rather just drop.
It's not better for them, it's better for everyone else as well.
To be fair, if I was in prison, the one thing I wanna do is like really let that nigga know who's got the bigger dick, shove it up him, let him
I mean,
know.
I think taxes are retarded. If you want to police everyone, do it with your own fucking money.
Taxes are. He's kind of right. They are retarded, especially with the recent ways we've been using them in recent years. But I think it's unfair as shit because a certain company Apple pay theirs, ours goes up. Because immigrants don't pay theirs, ours goes up.
Taxation is theft.
Yeah.
AIDS.
And where does that money go? Oh, let's build a thing in Marsh fucking farm.
Right,
Good
sorry,
move.
I have to deviate from the topic for a second just to explain something. Right next door, my dad's sorting out his room because he's sorting something out, and he knows that I'm on a podcast, and he's like, "Oh, you know what's a good idea? If you're on podcast, you're streaming, and this is all going on YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna blast out some copyrighted music."
What's he listening to?
What an MVP. Tell him to drink cat spit VD.
Right, so that's what you want. Can you explain why you would rather have capital punishment rather than prison? I just want to actually create an actual topic now. That's all.
It would loosen up taxes. People would have to pay less tax.
So, people who attempt murder and do murder die. Taxes go. Basically theft, right? Am I right so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
What else we got? What's number 3? I guess. Is that it?
Right, is there any other reasons, or is that just simply
Killing prisoners that are there for life.
By the way, this only affects the country you live in, and it's for your own benefit. Everyone will get it. What you want.
Yeah, everyone will get it, but it's mainly your benefit.
That way, it's more realistic because fuck the world. But it's what you think. That's cool.
And then you take all the pikeys, round them up, and burn them. No, really. And all the
Wait,
kids,
what's a
you
pike?
take them and you educate
Pike.
them.
Pike.
I'd say any gypsies over the age of 20 are unredeemable. Just kill them all.
So are you saying do that thing? Trump takes charge.
In theory, in theory.
When I say
gypsies-
gypsies, I don't mean gypsies. I mean like pikeys, like the people that we have in the UK.
What's a pike?
Just like scumbags that live in. They don't pay any taxes, and I get it.
Okay.
You're gonna say to me, "Oh, but you don't like taxes." Yeah, but if we have taxes, you should pay them, especially if
Yeah,
you're
I know. I
abusing
wasn't
healthcare
going to say
systems.
that. I wasn't Flex.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
get
going to
you.
say that, but I was going to say they live in quite a free world, so in theory. I was like,
But they live in a
They,
free
they
world.
use the NHS though, so they should die.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, they
they
do,
use-
don't they?
They use the NHS, they use fucking the police services, the ambulance services, the fire services. They end up making us pay loads of money in taxes for litter that they leave. They end up
Actually-
making us pay money for warrants to move them out of the spots that they're at. They're fucking scum, and they
Actually,
still.
I just thought.
Yeah.
Actually, I
And
just
most
thought,
of those people aren't brought by our society, brought from the shitty society. They've come illegally into our country. Then they blame us. Go on, Tim. Yeah, Tim.
I just thought, like, an idea is,
Yeah.
if you are living like that, yeah, if you want to live like that, then you are not allowed. You are not allowed to be classed as actually living in the UK because you don't have a stable, like you don't because you're constantly moving about. You don't actually. You shouldn't. One sec. Let me rephrase this. Since you are not actually in a complete and actual home, which you want to stay in, and you don't want to just stay in one spot, you shouldn't be classed as a citizen if you are not a citizen, but like an actual person living in the UK if you are a pikey.
I don't think
So-
you understand how much spare 5.56 ammo our government has. Just like I said, round them up and shoot them all. It's not even worth going through the trouble of changing our laws just to accommodate their bullshit lifestyles. Kill them all.
Now, yeah,
I mean, like, so
we'd
they
lose too much time and money by. We run them
Yeah,
and
which
kill them.
fucks everyone.
Everyone would say, "Oh, that's this. Oh, that's a crime." No, it's just, and your tax is getting lost. If you say you don't care about that, you're bullshit. Like, you do care about that because you complain about it 24/7.
I mean, it sounds like
Oh.
I'm being massively immoral, but when you look at the larger scale of things, all they do is fuck everyone else over.
It's
So it
it's
is moral.
actually very moralistic because you're doing it for yourself, but in the end it benefits.
Well, you're doing it for everyone, really. You're
Yeah, yeah.
shortening their life, which, you know what, their life is
Yeah,
meaningless anyway.
like unless those people enjoy living in shitholes and just going to the ambulance whenever they're in pain, like don't need that. You need a bullet. That's all you need.
You two, guess what I'm gonna do?
What are you
What?
gonna do?
I'm going to tell the girl that I like her. Because I am genuinely
Don't use those words or you look like a beta male.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the girl that I don't fucking know. I'm gonna tell. I don't know.
You gotta meet up with her face to face and then flirt with her and then be like, and then fuck her. You have to do it in person. If you don't have a text, you're like a fucking faggot.
Here's what
Let's
you got
see
to do.
that.
You got to smash her, then you got to jizz in the mouth. Say yeah.
You'll get turned down.
And here's what you should do. When you jizz in her mouth, jizz so much, can't say a word, and just say, I'm breaking up with any last words tell me now. Her mouth is full of jizz. Lamau! By the way, I've actually best
Right.
plan.
So, alright. So, Proxy, you
So
actually have
I'll
quite a good
mention-
idea there. On the
Well,
what you
with
wanted,
taxes-
like like killing off a fucking killing prisoners who have killed other people, like anyone with a life sentence. So that's what you
How-
want to change. All right.
Do we pay
Wha-
money for prison? Chip? Taxes go towards that.
Yep.
I don't know, really.
Yeah, they do actually.
Would you kill only murderers or all prison and jail? Because you've
Huh?
obviously got a.
Oh.
Would you kill only murderers or everyone in? Because
No,
there are certain things.
He said lifetime. He said people who've got a life sentence. So that pretty much means anyone with a life sentence, so murderers, all that kind of.
He
shit.
also said people who attempt murder. Those people don't go to prison. They attempt. The thing is, they just go to jail. And there are certain people who go to jail who have.
I think if you attempt to kill someone,
Yeah, you are scum.
like say for example you stab someone in the stomach and they survive, I think you should be stabbed in the stomach
Yeah, and
10 times.
Lamau.
Basically, you should be killed.
Would
Yeah.
you spend the time and money to make sure that you're not killing anyone who's been falsely accused of a sentence? Because if you don't, then you're possibly killing normal abiding.
Well, no, there has to be 100% proof. Like fucking.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Like
What?
literally a video of him going, ha ha ha, let me stab this guy in the chest.
Yeah, or just CCTV of the person doing it with their face out, fucking blood
Yeah, yeah.
of the victim
then
being on the
you're-
guy's clothes,
you're
stuff like that.
Quite rash. Yeah, I good.
If I wanted to, another thing is I'd completely reform our police, like just sack every single police officer we currently have. They're
All of
awful.
them.
Yeah, they're fucking abysmal in this country. They don't
No,
even follow
no
their own
offense,
laws.
right? But it would take about 6 before you get a new force. It takes about
Well,
6
no,
months.
I wouldn't get rid of them. I'll just replace all of them slowly until we
Okay.
have a better police force.
I get that. Alright, so
is
that's...
there anyone
So that's what...
believe in the selection?
Right, so that's what Blair wants. That's what Blair wants. So what would you do? Right, and you have to be serious. Don't be a twat. What would you want to do? This is gonna be
you're
difficult for
fucking
you because you
asking
can't
me.
be. Yeah, you can't be a cunt because so this is gonna be quite difficult for you. What would you do to actually? What would you want to change in your society, which could actually happen, which betters it for you?
Right.
Always thinking.
Fuck.
He's
You-
thinking.
I didn't know what to say. I'm dead set on it, and I'm far too passive aggressive. I don't know what to do about the government. For the part of my things that I would leave, but I'll say my own views and things. I wouldn't kill what pikeys and all that. The people who, so all the people like the pikeys and the immigrants who fuck up our society. Before killing them, I would make them forcefully work their ass to earn their own money, and all the money they earn, it goes to us. Yeah, the people
Ooh.
who pay their tax.
Oh,
Because,
that's a
uh,
good one. That's a
Because
good one.
if I kill people, I'm losing money that I could forcefully extort out of them. They've forcefully been using our services that I pay for. Like I don't pay tax.
Oh,
What
so
I
you
mean
put the
is-
Jippos and that into slavery. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, because it sounds extreme fuck, but they've been slaves to our services. You know, they've been abusing them, abusing our money. Fuck
They've
off!
been,
I'm not
they've
having
been
that.
playing the
Right?
part of master.
Yeah, they've been playing the victim card to it as well. Like, nah, I'm rounding up, going in a camp. It's gonna be one massive camp. I don't care about your race or whatever. You don't have any free will there because I didn't have any choice paying my tax. You're gonna work your ass off. All you're getting is, and yeah, we can have a bit of trade there, build some relations with certain countries again. Why not? We get money from different countries, and those bitches work off, and we get loads of money out of that. Fucking awesome idea. As for reforming the police force, well, with all the money we're gonna make out of that,
It would be very easy to reform the police, yeah.
yeah, it'd be very easy to do a lot of things.
Legalize guns as well.
Yeah, like the idea that people who don't have guns already have the dark, malicious intent to do shit within them, right? Oh, am I
Yeah.
wrong? Yeah, I agree with that. I believe that them gun also gives them power to do that, but if you give so much fucking money, more the slaves I would make them sign a where if they shoot anyone, I can shoot them in the fucking head without a notice. Every single one of them who
the other kids with a pumped up kick.
So basically,
better run, better
if you
run.
want to
Outrun
receive
my gun.
if you want to receive the money from the slavery, you have to sign a contract. Contract relays. If you, I'm not gonna say be a good boy, but if you get these guns, crime, anyone in public has the right to shoot your fucking head in. If you die, it doesn't matter. Right? I'll just pay someone to pick your body up and chuck it into the river. I don't give a shit. You know, you can't just fucking shoot. You can't walk into a school only for the meme. But if you
All
basically
the other
murder someone
kids with a pumped up kick.
shoot someone unjustly, I would make the contract to basically, because whenever you read terms of service, do you read everything on terms of service? Most of the time you don't. So the contract, like, can't be some rash dickhead who goes around murdering someone because you don't like. Unless that person's committed a crime, probably reform some laws or get all the money back. Alright? We'll give the public power with guns, so listen to us. But this contract is unbreakable. And if they disobey any of the laws, we shoot them. Or if they attempt breaking laws, we shoot them. That way, we instill fear in them. They get money as long as they keep their mouth shut. And all those pricks that come in the country, for every penny they waste, they're gonna have to work for slaves. This is amazing. Amazing!
So that's what you want.
Yeah, basically exploiting off of the pussies who abused our services and instilling fear in the public, like giving them money, making like a fail-safe plan in case they want to ever go psycho. I don't mean put a bomb. Basically, let them know you fuck up, everyone gets gone, but not as much as America, because that's like you can get as many guns as you want, but they will be quite pricey. But all the guns from slavery will definitely make a few hundred. Well, per person for the rich boy. But yeah, that's right. That was a good on the spot. Quite like.
Yeah,
What about you?
I actually quite like how you've just come up with that. To be honest, it's quite a clever idea. Obviously, there's some.
I would say that the inspiration came from Thompson's idea of rounding up and killing them. Now I know Thompson, but killing them is fine because it sort of takes away all the hatred, but it also breeds hatred. If we make them work and we also keep this under the table, because you know how people are, oh that's racist, oh that's sadist. Now keep it under the table. We've got to do that.
I'm all for a bit of slavery, to be fair. Even the inmates that are spending life in prison.
Yeah, definitely. But I wouldn't public. People would be like, oh, that's racist. Oh, you're an extremist. Oh, what's that? Waleed was the plan. Let's fucking lynch Waleed. Now,
all the stuff that we said so far is extreme.
Yeah,
let me go a bit further than that. I think the people that complain about it can die too.
Oh yeah, of course. However, if they ever learn to open mouth about it, they will be killed. Like a hitman can be hired to assassinate and threaten their family, use their family as hostage. It's very extreme, but it's brilliant to instill fear in. It's such a powerful tool.
Alright, this is just for the meme, but do you know what I think we should do?
Go on.
We should get literally a ton of giant PA systems, place them outside of the House of Lords, while all of them inside of it, start blasting out pumped out kicks, and run in there and shoot the fuck out of them all.
What I mean.
Just they're like, oh, the other kids with a pumped out kick.
What I mean. That's a fresh one. Yeah,
Right.
so I think my idea was good. I don't think it completely disapproved Thompson, but I think I improved on it.
I more approve on approve on yours because it actually
Go ahead.
it makes
Go
it more
ahead.
useful, you know. I actually approve on yours a bit
Yeah.
more
I
because
think if we all agree with this, it's never gonna happen, but it's definitely it's more realistic and it's possible. You know, in the coming years it could happen.
well,
Can't guarantee it, but I'd work towards it for fucking sure.
yeah, it forces the people who have took all our money to actually repent and give us our fucking give them
Repent
their
or
work.
perish. Huh?
It gives.
But yeah.
I know the word repent is like the most fucking stupid word, but
I think it's good. Altogether, we've come to a conclusion. Like anarchism and all that. Fuck that.
fuck you.
I want to care about. No offense. I mean that entire hour of. Alright, anarchism's fine. Making dickhead slaves way better. Because that way we get shit ton.
Honestly, what I want is to stop what I want is for our government to stop instilling nanny states. What I want to change, which could change, is simply the fact that, you know, I want a nanny state to stop being instilled, like all the CCTV everywhere, all of the laws stopping stopping you from saying whatever you want, just to just so that people don't get offended or scared, like.
Yeah.
All the laws in the workplace, just so that you don't accidentally break your thumb a tiny bit, you know.
All of the sexual harassment stuff is bullshit as well.
So basically, what you're saying is you want free speech, which I'm all down for.
It's not just free speech. It's
Of course.
It's like it's like free speech and a bit of free movement as well. Because when it comes down to it, the problem with this state is it's simply the fact that it is a nanny state. Like, you can literally break your thumb and sue a company for millions, yeah? And they'll be like, oh yeah, that's all good because it's against the government to accidentally break someone's thumb. Like, playgrounds are becoming, they're pretty much being fucking bubble wrapped for kids now because of nanny stating and all that shit. Like, a kid could fall off a swing and a person could turn around and sue the government for their kid falling off a fucking swing. I want the nanny state to stop being fucking instilled. A bit more freedom. You know, a bit.
Sorry,
not
not
being
that
able to,
smart. What is the nanny state?
A nanny state is basically like you cannot do anything without someone turning around and going, "No, that's not safe. You're not allowed to do it."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
Go
if
ahead.
if I want to climb a rooftop and I want to go free running, yeah. If I fall,
Yeah.
that's on me. You can't tell me I can't do that. If I fall, that's my fucking fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Although if a kid falls, it's still their fault.
Yeah, it's
But,
still the kid's fault.
Like, you can
In
help the
fact,
kid.
it's
You
in
don't have
fact
to
it's
fucking-
yeah. In fact, it's the parents' fault for freaking letting the kid up there in the fucking first place. You know?
You've got to take responsibility for the actions you allow.
Yeah, like I'd rather the government stop taking responsibility for what we do. That's what I want. I want a nanny state to go. I'm fed up of
Sounds
this
pretty
fucking shit. Like all
What
of
do
the
you think of
sports which, like all of the
Thompson, what do
sports
you-
which I do, like all of them end up getting in shit just for the fact that someone might accidentally hurt themselves. Oh no, I'm not allowed to go skateboarding because I might accidentally hurt myself.
I like the idea so far. What do you?
Me?
Yeah, what do you think of the idea? Is spoken. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Cause it's one thing, but it's decent. Decent. It's also more possible.
It is quite possible.
Yeah, more possible than my extremes idea. Go ahead, Thompson. I've spoken already.
I think that
Yeah.
I'm eating ice cream. Sorry.
Wait, what ice cream you mean? What ice cream? Excuse.
Magnum with salted caramel.
My G.
Come on, Magnum, you gotta sponsor us now. Come on, Magnum.
Yeah. Magnum doesn't sponsor us yet. Call me. Me ring my G.
Call me, bro. Sponsor. Give us them sponsors.
We didn't even get sponsored by Hitler. That's how extreme we are.
Yeah. But, I mean, have you seen Hitler's mustache? I don't want to get sponsored by, Slavy King.
Alright, I dare one of you to actually like shave your tash into a Hitler tash and walk around town, and I swear down that will be like the main and if you do it, yeah, if you do it, that will genuinely be the intro to this channel.
I don't mind, but I need to grow out my mustache. I have the highest chance. Fuck Muslim. Give me a few weeks.
But yeah, what do you think of that idea which I just gave?
I personally like it. Awesome.
I think you need to the nanny state thing. I think the problem with it is instead of being harsh, our country's done a complete 360 for no reason. Like in like the 80s, we used to be like harsh with criminals and
Yeah.
we gave everyone complete freedom to be retards if they want to be retards. But one thing I would like to add to that is if you do parkour and you're a free runner, you should kill yourself.
Well, parkour.
I know you do, Tim. I know you do, Tim. So this will get to your heart.
Go on, why
Fucking
do you...
parkour is like the martial art of running away from people if you're too scared to fight.
Parkour, I just do it for the fun. It's actually really fun.
Wait, you literally do parkour, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mainly do it.
why?
I don't do it to run away from people. I do it because I enjoy it. Like getting this kind of like rush. You get this like you get a good adrenaline
So you're
rush.
an adrenaline junkie, okay.
Yeah.
To be fair,
to be honest, I am an adrenaline junkie.
Tim doesn't need to worry about running. Tim's in prison. The only people chasing him, I think he's pass out in 5.
I think mass genocide would give me a lot of adrenaline, to be fair. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm joking, but I'm not joking, if you know what I mean.
But
Yeah,
so
I know.
what do you think of the idea which I just instilled then?
In a literal sense.
Like the whole, stop the nanny state. kind of
Nanny
thing.
state, fuck.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because in theory, it actually fits with your natural selection thing.
Yeah. I ain't dissing it. I think it could tie in.
I just think the government needs to be a bit more extreme and, come down with a bit more of an iron fist than they currently are.
It does need to come down with more of an iron fist on certain things, but it needs to fucking stop, getting offended when someone tries to say something or even turn around and...
Oh no, if someone gets offended, offence is taken, not given. I don't understand why the government can't see that.
Yeah. When someone says you imply racism, no, you're assuming I'm implying racism. So you're partly to blame.
It's like the word nigger. If I say the word nigger and I'm quoting something, even if I call someone a nigger, it's their problem for getting offended at that.
Yeah,
You don't get physically hurt when someone calls you a bad word, do you?
Yeah, I mean, if I turn
Doesn't
around,
fucking hurt you.
turn around and quoted Takeshi 69 and was like, "Get ready for the shot, nigga," I'm gonna get arrested.
No, but even when people call other people bad words, I don't think they should be prosecuted for that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
If people go around balking, screaming in people's ears and harassing people, then yeah, sure. But that's different, isn't it? If someone's like, "You're a faggot," and I go, "Yeah, you're a nigger," you shouldn't get arrested for that.
Here's what would happen. Right? So if Michael looked at Thompson and said, "Hey Thompson, you're a faggot," and Thompson, "Yeah, you're a nigger," Thompson would get battered, right? They would
get arrested.
They would beat him up. He'd get arrested. So
And you know what really makes me want to curb stomp some politicians and social justice warriors?
Go on.
When you see the double standards in law. So say for example, you go up to a black person and you're like, "You're an ugly black boy," you'll get arrested for that, right? But no, you really would. Say for example, I'm white, and I go up to so for example, if I was black and I went up to a white person and said, "You're an ugly white boy," what would happen to me? Nothing. Literally fucking nothing. So why is there a massive double standard there?
Perfectly agree.
I actually do agree with you there. There is a massive double standard.
I can't come to terms why we're all of a sudden. Now Britain says we're accepting of multiculturalism. You're not. You're giving minorities power. They're not.
It's not. It's more forced than accepting. We're forcing it down our own throat, and it's disgusting.
And the thing I don't like is, they're acting like the minorities give something back. They're not. They're gonna ask for more.
My main problem with it is it's in our minds it's multiculturalism. In their mind, it's a free ticket out of the shithole that they live in.
Yeah, definitely.
It's only the current generations of them that are starting to, be more educated like us. And they understand that the country's fucked. Like you, for example, lead.
Yeah. The problem. Oh, see that? Guys, compliment me. But the main problem.
You're being racist. Arrested.
A lot of them are they're slow. And what I mean by that is the current generation saying that nigger to their mates is normal, but don't say it to grandma because she actually was one. Like, she's black. Why don't you say it to her? Oh, wait, she's a slave. And it's fine to say it to your friends, even though that word. But I can't say it to you. Like, the whole idea of let me give you the nigger card, it doesn't exist. I'm arrested in public. You say it to
And you know what else is pathetic? Who starts banning words in their own dictionary?
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's,
It's fucking spasticated. England does it. I
Honestly,
respect America on the level that they completely promote free speech in every single way, shape, and form.
Yeah, I like that. I think they're doing all right for free speech. I mean, Trump is a bit of an idiot. Like, he's not that bad.
I
don't hate Trump. It's just that he chats shit a lot.
He's not extreme enough.
Yeah, he's not.
Honestly,
But he chats.
honestly, as well as that, he does do a few stupid things as well.
So I've got to ask.
Don't get me wrong.
Can you force moved the seat of president? Because if he goes too extreme, will he be removed or is he safe? Is that so? If Trump, you know how you said you want Trump to be more extreme, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is he if he does be more extreme to the extent that you want, which will he still or will they kick him? Is that even allowed? to kick
He's
someone
rich
from.
enough to hire mercenaries and kill everybody who's holding him down. So when
Oh
I'm away,
yeah,
talking
shit, I
to
forgot.
friends,
Yeah, he's worth 3 billion. Yeah, he could.
it's
do
worth
all
10
the-
billion.
Oh really?
Yeah,
here's a
he
here's
could
a.
crush anyone who gets in his way. So I don't see why. he don't.
I think Trump is quite funny because he's got like Jake Paul's trim, Elema. But the problem is,
Yeah, but
Trump.
Donald Trump could fund an army of mercenaries, wipe out anyone that gets in his way,
Here's the
and do
problem with
everything
Trump.
that he's ever dreamed of.
He's speaking some good things, but they're like slow steps. He's got 8 years, so he's got time, and he's got
He
the
doesn't have
money.
8 years. He's got 1 year.
Honestly,
Wait, really? He's got 1 year.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the one thing which I do actually really like about Trump, the only thing that I actually do believe which is good about Trump is simply the fact that they've actually got a politician in power which actually told the truth, which could
He's not even a
potentially.
politician, though, is he? He's a fucking businessman.
That's what I mean. He's the first person who has been trying to do exactly what he said. And to be honest,
and he has.
yeah, and to be honest, even though some of the things I don't agree with what he does, some of the things I do agree with, that's something good, simply for the fact that that might actually kind of set a line that you can tell the truth in politics.
Trump
Yeah.
did more than 80 days than Obama did in 8 years. So, I mean, you know.
No, but you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but
It kind of
here's the
makes
problem.
sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If he
you're
can, if he's
saying
actually,
that. Yeah, go on.
if he's actually telling the truth and then doing what he said, then other politicians might actually start finally telling the fucking truth and doing what they said they're gonna do.
No, because that's too controversial.
Here's a problem.
That's why
Right.
people don't like Donald Trump, because he doesn't
You-
bullshit.
You said-
the controversy which Donald Trump created is why he's in power. So they'll see that as a good stepping stone.
No, the ironic thing is he didn't do anything controversial. Nothing. He hasn't done anything that he's alright. I'll put it this way: Obama has done basically everything Donald Trump's done, except Obama lied and said that he didn't do it. And people still like Obama. What the fuck is that? Obama created ICE. Obama is the person that started dropping bombs on Syria all the time. Obama is the person who started doing all these shit things. And yet Trump gets the hate for it because he's fucking honest about it. He's like, yeah, I'll do it, and it's pretty lit.
I'd love to see him just turn around and be like, "It is lit."
People say
Them
that,
bombings were lit.
people say Trump sets an example that you can speak the truth. Kind of can't. Like, he's speaking the truth, and he says that yes, it's allowed. Here's the difference. In this country, if I barge into 5 minutes, I would get arrested. If I barge into $10 billion, I would be executed. You know, I cannot touch. What I'm saying is Donald Trump speaks because he knows that you can't touch. I literally cannot touch him. He's $10 billion. I can't do shit. Of course he can speak the truth because he can kill anyone who goes against him. Like, he's so powerful compared to Obama. Because Obama wasn't worth $10 billion. Sure, he's the president. He's got a limited fucking funding.
No, but
Trump's
no
got-
one likes Donald Trump. Barely anyone likes Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's because the news likes to chat so much shit. Like,
The
Donald Trump
news are lying. They're shields for
Yeah.
the left wing.
Donald Trump does this one thing, which I don't like. It's that he's basically the reason I've come to believe it's true is because of the media. So forgive me on this one. Supposedly he chats shit about world leader meetings, and the problem is
About
the
what?
world. So basically, sometimes Donald Trump says things at world leader meetings that didn't happen. Now the media can chat shit all they want, but the problem is the world leaders
I don't
themselves.
think the media are allowed to go to the.
No, they're
They're
not. Donald Trump, the world media, the media says it out. But the problem is the world leaders are saying the same thing. Media.
I think Donald Trump's banned the media from a lot of meetings because they just lie.
Yeah, did you hear what's happening recently? He's getting really angry at So he's getting really angry at a friend of the former FBI director because he thinks they're in tow. Which I don't know. Too many people hate Trump because he's. But no one
I
says.
think Trump should have absolute 100% power to change anything in any way, shape, or form.
I wouldn't say
But
100%.
But I think that what he does, has to be his word that he said he was going to do in the first place.
build a wall.
And if he doesn't, at the end of what he does, he gets killed.
Oh, okay.
But he has
By
to at
the
least
way,
try.
Are we? Oh, America, is that drain?
What?
Are we
Oh.
getting a war? Because Donald Trump is actually.
Yeah, that is actually happening.
Here's the funny thing. So apparently, the tax is worth $45 billion, and the wall will
The-
cost.
uh,
It's over 40 billion. Donald tax illegal fund with Mexico. He said this on a late show. I'll link it. But basically, the wall will cost $5 billion. So after that, Mexico still owe America that. And yet they're saying, "Oh, we won't pay for the wall." You're shit. You know, you're lying, and the news is with you. You think you can fool them. You owe $1 billion. Why you pay $1 billion? Like, you owe them money, and Trump. It's so hard for him to get that out. Like when Trump said that on the Late Show, no one laughed at him because he was telling the truth. Even Stephen Colbert was like, "Yeah, you're correct." He was nodding it. Sure, he's the president, but he has the right to tell him wrong. So he spoke the truth. Media, they're so against him. I don't know why. He speaks the truth, and I think he's alright. He looks like a twat, but he's an alright. He's not as bad.
Yeah, he does. He definitely looks like a twat. I mean, he looks like a moldy Watson.
Like, he can dress right, but his hair.
I don't think.
Sorry,
You
what?
know, saying anything about what he looks like is even relevant, considering look at his
Oh
wife.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh God,
Hold
yeah.
on.
To be honest, his wife is pretty
Oh.
good looking.
Did you hear that one meme about his daughter? He's like, if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I would be dating her right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
That was
savage.
fucking hilarious.
Although, But
It was
this-
just her cringe ass face when he said it. She was just like,
Yeah.
no.
all in all, I think it's good. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. So basically, if Trump is, he can be loved by the media. And, like, I wouldn't be fake if I'm leading a. I wouldn't be fake. It's better to be
you-
honest, even if you get.
turn out.
Honestly, I'm just glad that.
What I'm saying is that I wouldn't be fake if I'm leading a country. I think Obama was an idiot for being fake. Donald Trump, even if he's getting hate, I like the fact that he's being honest.
Honestly, that's the main thing which I'm glad about. It's just simply the fact that it's actually being honest for once, because I am genuinely fed up of what do you call it? Like, basically
Bullshit?
bullshit politicians. Like, politicians constantly lying to us, constantly lying to our face, and we sit there like, yeah, this guy's great because he's just bullshitted in a nice
Shit,
way.
I've got something to say. I'm changing topics a bit, right? But if you want to change, if you don't want to change topics, say so. You heard about Nigel Farage? So how we're not really leaving the EU, right?
Yeah.
Nigel Farage is very fucking pissed. So obviously his intent was to actually leave the EU, and people are saying, "Oh, you just want to be a politician, or you just want to be prime minister." So he wanted to be so honest that he stepped down as an MP. He's just a normal citizen who has a form of clout, and he was speaking about it on Good
He got
Morning
clout.
Britain. Yeah. The thing is,
He got
I
that
don't
clout.
understand. So Donald Trump and Nigel Farage, they're both people who got so much hate from media. Obviously, it's not the same price as Trump, but the point is, they both got so much shit when they were just speaking the truth. I'm like, this world is shit. If speaking the truth means the media fucks me over, I would still speak the. I think the media needs to go. The media has to fuck off. Especially the private companies. Holy shit.
The media shouldn't be able to be paid off to fit to one side. That's simply it.
Have you ever seen Fox News?
The
They
media.
think
The thing is, if
Meg
it, alright,
Price isn't.
here's the thing about the media. The media should not be able to lie about what they say. They should have to tell the exact truth, because that is what the news and everything is there for. It's not there to be fake. Stop breathing down the fucking mic.
Lol.
Jesus fuck.
No matter.
Alright. As I was saying, news companies and stuff like that should not be able to lie like they do. They should have to tell the exact truth of what they mean. Like, they should be able to have to. Why can't I speak today? Oh yeah, probably because I'm a bit buzzed. But they should not be able to exactly just straight up lie about what they're saying. They should have to say exactly what happened. Because if they don't say exactly what happened, they are not a news company. That is simply it. That is just simply it. If they are basically lying, they are not a news company because the news is supposed to say the exact thing which happened. I will fucking murder you if you breathe down
Who was
that mic.
that? Who was that?
It's proxy.
What?
Oh, I've got one to change, by the way.
Wait, what did I do?
You're
Are you
breathing down the
breathing down the
mic.
No.
Not me. Fuck off. I got one thing to change, by the way. You know how I spoke about the slavery system?
Yeah.
I would also enslave everyone working in media because I'm not saying you're just as responsible for life. Shut the fuck up, Thompson.
I'm not breathing down the mic.
You know what? Okay. Anyway, I would enslave everyone because if you're staying part of an organization you know is chatting shit, like I don't care how much hate you get off your ass and you go out and speak the truth. I mean, look at Tom. He's got in more people supporting him than people actually liking, and he's got way less clout. And you know, fucking, I'm probably the only Muslim who fucking support. But my point is that media groups who know they're chatting shit seriously go out and tell the truth, even if it means you get hate. And if you don't, then you can join the slavery system. You can join it, and you can provide money for the truth. All the money I pay for those newspapers, you fucking pay them back, you bitch. You know. Also, after they've paid off their sentence, I would use some money to help rehabilitate, because I won't just kill them. You know, you've got to provide to society a bit more than that, love.
Yeah.
So
Keep
after
them in
you
slavery for life.
So here's, yeah, if they're black, of course they're going to do that. Or mixed black, you know, you got a bit of nigger in you. But the thing is, I enslaved them all. When you pay off your debts, you'd enter a rehabilitation program you pay for because, well, you work for whatever. You know, you've done too much. You got to repent. That's just you earning your money. That's you earning your money back. Then you repent for your sins, and after that, you can come back and society. If you don't, and if you don't
Repent or perish.
If you don't want to come to society, I'll just. If you don't want to come back, you've got nowhere left to go. You can't stay in the rehabilitation. That costs money. Yeah? I'll just shoot you after that shit. You can help yourself build a stable income in this rehabilitation and heal your body after all. And after that, if you want to come back to society and be normal, if you do that for 5 years straight, we'll regard you as an elite world record. And yeah, basically like immigration, 5 years and then 5 years of being a good citizen. And if you don't want to be a good citizen for 5 years, shoot you. So if you commit one crime, we kill you. And if you don't want to join society, we kill you. Because if you don't want to be a part of society, you're a liability. Pay for liability. There's a reason you were in slavery, because you're a liability. So, perfect plan. Perfect.
God's plan.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at memes. Fucking hell. Ooh!
This is actually alright. This
Lamau,
this podcast was absolutely
Believe in none of
shit
this.
at the start, but it's actually kind of
Believe in
turned
none of
quite well.
this.
It's actually turned out quite well right at the end of this podcast so far. We've actually had quite good conversations. Like we've all
Yeah,
actually,
I believe in nothing I just said. Hey, Lamau.
but like we've actually all just fucking contributed for once.
Yeah, we did. But if Sam was here, if Oscar was here, and if Ian was here, they wouldn't. I think it's just because us three were. No offense to them, they're all fine lads, definitely. But I don't know how strong their political views are.
George is terrible. Right. Don't know the only thing. George wanted to join this podcast at one point, but do you know the only thing which he. I swear down! Oh my fucking god! But the only thing he actually.
That was an accident.
Right. The only thing he.
Go ahead.
The only thing he actually turned around and said when I was like, so what do you think? So what do you know about politics? He went, all right then, let's talk about politics. Brexit, yes or no? And that was the only question he had, and I just sat there looking at him like, oh my god, I'm going to slit your throat in your sleep.
Yeah.
That was the only thing he wanted to talk about when it came to politics was just Brexit, yes or no. Which, That is genuinely the most simple-minded shit.
Who?
George.
Uh,
Like,
so
that's
you know
what-
Megan, dude, he was saying Brexit yes or no. The only political view he fucking has. No offense to him.
Yeah, that was the only thing he was going to talk about when it came to politics was Brexit, yes or no. He couldn't.
Were his views good at the end, at least, or what?
I literally just sat there and was like, so you no, because this was me asking him like, what would he talk about and everything, and I was like, is there anything else? He's like, I don't really know much else about politics. Dickhead.
What? What just happened?
So basically, you know the Megan dude?
Yeah.
His only political view is doesn't really know much else. At least he's honest, but be part of the podcast, I don't mind. But after that, he would have been left big time.
Yeah, it
I
would
guess,
have
he
looked
just, I guess he just fucked off because we didn't even mention Brexit, which, whatever. I don't hate him. I think he's alright, but you know, at the end of the day, he could contribute. Although, how many people can contribute? Sam! No offense, he's alright, but can't contribute.
Yeah, he can't contribute for shit. If
He
any-
doesn't
yeah.
want, but I don't mind. So
Really,
Alexa.
the only thing he was not being mean to him or anything, but the only thing he's useful for when it comes to the podcast is mainly game footage. I'm not dissing him on it or anything because he is a really nice guy, but
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I don't know. We could do the EDL, but the EDL is so annoying. You know, if we talk
Nah.
about the EDL, it's literally going to be the same as anarchism. Me and Thompson will be starting to shitpost. No offense.
I can't be asked talking about EDL. You already know I can't be asked about shit.
Yeah. Maybe we won't ask you. We lost.
I actually want to make. So the next one's going to be our fourth one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say for the fourth
What?
one we make I'd say for the fourth one we make a topic where we got to try and create like. So we figure out something, and we got to try. So we basically think of an idea after this podcast, and we got to try and what is it? We got to try and figure out a way that it could work. So like for the fourth one, we could talk about maybe even communism, and we got to try and work out a way which we would have to make communism work. Something like that. Something a bit more out there. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Watch
Do you-
a video of this kid crying. It's fucking hilarious.
Do you think that's a good idea for the next one? So we'd like try and figure out a way that we can change things to make it work. And I don't mean change everything, like literally just try and change things so that things could actually work inside that society.
I don't mind. You could say it's productive. What do you think?
What?
Oh,
Okay.
for fuck's sake, Thompson.
Relax. I'm really good at generalizing. Do you want the next podcast to be just about what things we can change in
Your mic
society?
cut out twice there.
Do you want the next podcast to be about talk about that we can change society like we were doing at the end of this one? Because
Yeah,
that
you
way.
go, okay.
Okay, so you know what we talked about in the podcast? Yeah. Do
Right.
you want them to be about things we can change in society?
So like we
Uh,
so we think about a society, yeah. Let's say capitalism, communism, anything like that, and we've got to try and figure out changes to it which would make it a perfect society. And we work together on it.
Well, not perfect,
Not
but something
necessarily
good.
that, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, that
I would
kind of
say-
You
thing.
mean adding a quirk to a topic as opposed to
Yeah.
Yeah, like make that the main topic for
adding a
number
game
4.
to it kind of thing.
Yeah, make that number 4.
By the way, we need to do something
Can
cooler.
I change the topic?
Yeah, sure.
You should be, how is our generation the most depressed generation or the most emotionally unstable generation?
I already know why. I already
Go
know the
ahead.
answer
Why?
to this.
Go ahead.
Alright, the thing is that quite a lot of it isn't actually depressed or anything like that. The simple fact is the people who have such a focus on media and such a focus on social media as well are genuinely rich little kids who have nothing to actually be oppressed about or anything to be stressed about. So because of that one fact, stop breathing down the fucking mic, Jesus.
They're never upper class though. They're always middle class.
Yes, but that's what I mean. Because of the fact that they've got nothing to worry about, they are bored. So they find something to be oppressed about and depressed about. They mix boredom with depression. They get confused at which one's which.
Mm.
And because of that fact, they say they're depressed, even though they're actually not.
Yeah, they self-diagnose. It's disgusting.
Yeah, boredom isn't depression. Boredom is needing something to do. Depression is not. Depression is doing anything and still cannot find a way out of it. That's pretty much the way to explain it compared to them two. Like, genuinely, they believe that like having nothing to do is depression. It's like, no, it's not. It's not depression. You are not oppressed. You just made up your own gender to be oppressed over.
Mm.
It's stupid and it
Oh,
is...
I think we should start taking trans people. We should stop taking them seriously. Because let's be honest, they're mentally ill. They're not becoming a new gender. They're just ill in the fucking head.
Right, there's one of my friends. They are actually a girl turning into a guy, and she's not she's fine with if you say she or he until, you know, they got the full change, and they have turned around and said the reason why is because they are mentally ill. They're not turning around. The reason why they want to change into a man is because they're mentally ill and they won't feel right until they're a man. So he's not bullshitting and he's not sitting there going, oh no, you know, all that stupid shit.
Yeah, no, but but like our society is normalised being trans. Like, what should happen with him is he should be helped in his own skin. He should be able to feel comfortable in his own skin and not have to feel like he has to be something else.
Yeah, I get that. And if he...
We should stop normalising being trans because it's fucking sick.
It is actually, I do actually get that. It is quite wrong.
Guys. I was gone for a bit. What happened?
I sucked Tim's cock.
Yeah, no, you were talking about trans just now. What was the topic, Sergeant?
Yeah, I just hate trans people.
It was about how trans people are actually mentally ill, but they cannot seem to understand that.
Yeah, I agree. Thompson, you say that people can...
What?
You said that trans people cannot help provide to society, right?
Yeah, basically.
I can agree. I'll tell you why. There was a time in my life where I was a bit too passive aggressive. I was a bit too extreme, but I can kind of see more right now. I'll tell you. I've been watching a lot of videos recently, mainly from Matosi, but basically reactions and full clips of how trans, supposed non-binaries see things. These people are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They think that we should, create facilities just for them and that people shouldn't question, to quote Matosi here, right? Obviously, I'm going to be curious if you literally regard yourself as a brand new fucking species. If I see an alien, I'm going to be fucking curious. You're literally saying you're an alien. Where's the space memes?
I was actually on about someone turning from a girl to a guy, and a guy to a girl kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not talking just non-binary. I'm still interested in that. Like, how do you used to be a female, and now
non-binary people are fucking insane.
They are.
Non-binary people, they just need a bullet.
I'll tell you why non-binary, because they don't realize they're one or the other.
Non-binary people think they can become a fucking animal or change their age and shit. That's what non-binary is. Fucking insane.
That's what I was saying.
At least they realize that they were once one, they are this. Non-binary, nah, bro, I'm a fucking attack helicopter.
Alright, do you know what I was actually saying about? Do you know what I was actually saying about people with depression and people who aren't actually depressed but they believe they are?
Yeah.
People like non-binary and stuff like that, they actually create these fucking things. I'm gonna get a lot of hate when this is actually heard. But people who create stuff like non-binary and stuff like that, the reason why they create these different things is simply for the fact that, well, stop breathing down the fucking mic, I swear down.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just mute myself when I fuck up.
Wait, I'll be pushed to talk for the podcast. But go ahead.
But like basically, these non-binary people and stuff like that, and when it comes to all these different genders and sexualities which are over the top, like, you know, it's boy, girl, gay, gay,
Yeah.
straight, bi, you know, and you can if you want to go between these two, you can not just jump out of one and the other, you know, that kind of thing. But the thing is, these people are like non-binary and gender fluid and all this shit. The reason why these kind of things exist is because they feel like since they're bored out of their mind, and they think that boredom equals depression, they believe that they need to be oppressed to be depressed. So they create all these stupid things in their mind and force themselves to believe.
I don't think they're confusing the two. I think they're bored and they know they're bored.
Yeah.
So they pretend to be oppressed so they can have something to do.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you
I'm
mean
saying.
like how
That's what I'm
females
saying.
play the victim?
No, you're saying that they think that their boredom is depression. I'm saying that they know that they're bored and they're pretending to be oppressed so they can get more clout. So they're no
You
longer
mean
bored.
like how women play the
They
victim
don't
card?
actually care. They don't. Yeah.
Okay,
Or
cool,
just
cool.
anyone who
Yeah,
is in the
cool.
left wing.
So basically, if you're not binary or transgender, you're a leftist. You're a leftist.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
so-
is leftist.
But yeah,
I have returned.
he's still here. All right, we've just
Oh,
been
you're
going-
right.
We've literally just been screeching about gender fluid and non-binary stuff like that. So we
Oh,
are about to get. We are genuinely. If we get doxed in if any kind of doxing, we're dead. We are literally gonna get shanked.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, we are gonna get shanked if we ever get doxed. That's for definite.
Well, I'm not. I've just come back.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, of course.
And
Oscar
you're-
won't get
you're-
doxed.
You're gonna get shanked in Preston, because you know you live in Preston.
Lamau.
I just get shanked for being alive.
He just doxed me big time.
Yeah, I just get shanked for being alive.
Yeah. Don't blame anyone for that, to be honest.
Ha ha ha.
Bitch.
But yeah, so we was literally just going on about like, alright, so what's your view on non-binary and all that shit?
I think that if you're a guy and you wanna identify as a woman, sure. If you're a woman and you want to identify as a guy, sure. But
No,
if
but that's a
you're like,
mental illness. You're mentally ill if you want to do that.
Yeah.
it all depends on your sexuality.
It's scientifically actually classed as a mental illness.
Fair point, but you're then defying your sexuality and saying it's something else when it's not, and forcefully changing it.
Yeah,
You're
well,
mentally ill in that sense.
if you want to
It's-
identify as like nothing, then that's just silly.
Yeah.
It's like these
Yeah,
non-binary people that identify as a child during the day and an adult during the night. It's like those people should just be, you know. I say this a lot, but seriously, just kill those people. They're not doing anything for anyone. They're not fucking helping anyone. Put them out of their fucking
And in all
misery.
honesty, those people, they don't, benefit society. They don't get accepted in society, and due to themselves not getting accepted, it's
Well, no,
hard for them to
exactly,
survive.
because they end up hating themselves to the point where they end up killing
Yeah, it's
themselves.
their
I think
fault.
the trans
It's definitely
suicide rate
their
is
fault.
70% pre and
At
post
least a
operation.
transgender can, sneak into society and provide more than a non-binary shithead who
Well,
says,
do you realise 70% of all trans people end up killing themselves pre and post operation, right?
yeah, it's called doing a
70%.
good thing.
Exactly.
Kill
It's
yourself if you want
because
to be a tranny.
honestly, alright, this is what I'm gonna say. It's because most of them, instead of actually going for therapy once they've got this all done and before they get this all done, they actually just sit there and go, right, I want to change myself into this, so I'm going to change myself into this. You can't change my mind, and if you change my mind, I'm going to go screech in your face or kill myself.
Yeah, it's like you're being far too ignorant. I think if you want to change yourself, do not tell anyone. If I find out my friend's a tranny, I will think differently. So if someone becomes a tranny, they shouldn't open their mouth because you know you're going to get oppressed. It's 21st century. You will get oppressed, and you know it if you say you're a tranny. So the best thing, if you open your mouth,
You're only gonna get oppressed if you get angry and screechy over it. If you turn around
Yeah.
and someone's like, "You're
The majority
transgender," that's
do, let's
weird,
be
then
honest.
you just be like, "Yeah, it is
I
weird."
personally think that a lot of trans people are rapists by proxy.
What? Because they're essentially fucking the other. Actually,
no,
yeah,
because they'll be
kind
like,
of.
yeah, I'm a woman, and then they'll go on a date with a guy saying that they're a woman and all that, and then they'll get back, and then they'll fuck him in the ass with a dick.
Exactly.
Or their intention the whole time was to have sex with someone, and they lied and they deceived someone.
Yeah. There's like I've seen this thing where like a transgender,
So
like a man.
So pre-trans
So
is
And
Yeah.
post.
There's a gay dude. He wanted to have sex with another dude, right? So he became a woman, and then he fucked her.
So if
You fuck.
alright, so what if
It's
a
like-
trans person turns around and says I'm I'm transferred into a guy? Just to
Last
warn
They
you.
were
minute,
asking.
that's
They were
the
asking for a beatdown.
They have to say that before they go on a date, or the second that they start talking to someone.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah. You've got to let them know what they're getting into. Otherwise, it's a scam. It's scamming them.
if you have no intent to fuck them, then you don't really need to say anything. But at least warn them before you attempt to fuck them.
I can
Yeah,
respect
Not even
that.
that. Not even that. Not even
But
that.
you
I
have
would
to
be pissed off.
understand, the opposite person may not like.
I'll put it this way: I would actually kill someone. I'm being serious. I would kill someone and risk going to life for the rest of to prison for the rest of my life. I would actually curb stomp someone if I went on a date and it was with a trans person, right? And then at the end of it, after like everything's said and done, they're like, "Yeah, I'm trans." I'd fucking kill them, seriously.
Jade's a 20.
No, I wasn't
I'd
saying.
end
I
their
wasn't
life.
saying. I wasn't saying if you was I wasn't saying if you was on
And
a
I
date
don't
with
care
him.
if there was sexual intercourse involved either.
I wasn't saying if you're going on a date with him. I was saying if you just met up with someone, like met up with a friend's friend, and they didn't have any intent, so they didn't like think about telling you straight away, and maybe like in the future when they're closer with you, then tell you, like, you know, when you become better
Yeah, that's fine
friends.
because it's not like a thing that everyone wants to admit to straight away, is it?
Yeah.
No,
it's
but
not-
if someone tries to get intimate with you and they're being intimate with you and they don't tell you at all, and they wait till the last minute,
I
they're
say-
fucking scumbags.
I say
If they were
if,
10, it's to fuck you, and they were 20.
if
you
it's
know.
the first
I want to hear what Oscar has to say.
if it's the first
cool.
date and they don't tell you, and like it doesn't go well, and you never see each other again, fair. But
Yeah.
if it does
I
go
think
well,
they should
and
still tell you.
at the end of the date, you know, and they tell you, it's like it has gone well, and you're fine with it, sure. I have a friend who's actually transgender. She's going through the process, or she was going through the process. I think she is a woman now, and she's in a relationship with someone who used to be a woman, turned into a man.
Oh, shit.
I think that's just really nice.
That's fucking grim.
I think,
Honestly,
insane.
that's actually quite cool, to be honest.
yeah, I think that's really sweet.
Yeah, we can let them burn together.
Yeah,
for fuck's
I'm not gonna
sake.
lie.
For fuck's sake.
I
Blair.
respect their dedication, but I wouldn't. If someone doesn't, you know, when you said you'd kill someone even if they didn't have sex with you for not telling you, unless it's physically harmed you in some way, I wouldn't say you have the right to kill them. They are scumbags for not telling you, but if you kill them and they haven't even physically touched you, and
It's
it's
a
really
working
like,
vagina, then why not?
I suppose.
They don't end up with a working vagina at the end of it at all.
If it's close enough, then why not?
That's
It's
it,
a
that's-
hole that can't get sexually stimulated. It's always dry. You have to lube it up, and it's like fucking a stab wound, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just,
okay.
just
That
think
is
about
great.
that for a minute. They've basically
Actually-
been stabbed. and basically
Right,
fucking
Have you
stabbed.
actually been with a trans person?
No, but I understand how it works.
I have been with a trans person, and I can tell you they can feel it, and it's not actually feeling.
Oh,
like fucking a
they
stab
can
wound.
feel it. They can feel it. But you are basically fucking a stab wound, and it can't get sexually stimulated. It gets stimulated in a weird way. It's basically fucking someone's urethra.
It's basically, it's like actually infuriating. If you actually think about it, it's like a girl getting fucked in the ass kind of thing.
No,
No, there is no.
it's like
G-spot
you
for the
getting
girl
fucked
up
in
the
your dick
ass.
hole. It's like you getting fucked in your dick hole, basically.
I mean, you say that, but think of it this way. It's better than fucking a slut who can no longer get sexually stimulated because she's adapted to dick. You know.
That's a good
He-
point, actually.
Like if you say, "Oh, you've got a fake vagina," well, at least he
Not
hasn't
really. They
taken
can still
3
get wet, and you can still get off on it. At least they didn't lie about their fucking gender to you.
Well, if they tell you the truth and you consent,
Lying
to it,
about your gender is about as bad as a 14-year-old that looks 20 saying to a man, "Yeah, I'm 20," and then having
Maxwell?
sex.
But yeah, I get what you mean. I believe that they should tell us. You know, it's a consensual thing. Be honest.
It's just deceitful.
Yeah, if you're lying, if it works out in the end, sure. But if you don't want that, then they've done a shit thing. If they've affected you, it's bad.
I do get where you're coming from, because not everyone really wants to fuck someone who's transgender. That's just simply
I
it.
would say I don't want to fuck someone who's transgender, but I won't hate on them for their existence. Like, just don't tell me. Yeah, that's about it. Just don't tell me.
Honestly,
Like, if you
I
tell
couldn't-
me, I won't. But rather not. I'd have to deal with that.
Honestly, I couldn't care if you're transgender or not, as long as you don't shove it down my throat. I mean, you can talk to me.
As long as
if
you don't try and get my
if-
cock.
Yeah, if you're my friend and you want to talk about it because you just want to talk about it, then sure, you can talk about it with me, because I can give a shit. If you
She was
if I got-
only
if I-
17.
If I was friends with someone and they said they were going to turn into they were going to go trans, I wouldn't support it. I would try and persuade them not to do it, because it's mentally and it's just psychologically damaging to someone.
Yeah, I think that's fine if you want
You're
to
just
persuade them
fucking
otherwise.
yourself.
honestly, I don't really care about if someone's gonna change it or not, as long as they don't try and change me just because, well, you know, I'm not transgender.
I would try and stop it, and here's why. Because those people, they probably do it, and they're like, yeah, this is normal. Right? Forget the fact that it's a mental illness. You're going to get bullied, and as a friend, I wouldn't want my mate to get bullied, you know? Like, I wouldn't want them to go through years of depression and possibly kill themselves just because they wanted a vagina or a dick. Like,
Honest-
no, just be what you are and get used to it, because you're not going to like it. Because society makes transgender worse. A lot worse.
Honestly, I've actually got a good idea. Right, so you know where
Kill yourself. No.
shut the fuck up. No, you know where, like, alright, so since it's gonna be a lifetime operation, like, yeah. So 1 second,
Yeah.
I got a burp. Right, there we go. But since it's gonna be a lifetime operation, sorry, I keep burping. Like, instead of
lifetime operation. Go
yeah,
ahead.
sorry, I keep fucking burping. Sorry, but like,
Alright.
since it's gonna be a lifetime operation, instead of like all of a sudden being like, yeah, you want to be transgender, you be transgender, it's all good, you're already done, you know, get in a chair, you're done. They should have to wait. If that makes sense.
Wait for what?
So they have to wait like 2 years, and throughout them 2 years, if they still want to be transgender at the end of it, then they can be.
Think of it this way: if someone
Do you know
becomes trans, if my mate becomes trans, one sec, Thompson, let's say my mate who's a man becomes a woman, I will be mates with them that they were before. They are now a different person, and they have embraced that. So I've made a new friend. The old friend, they're dead, right? They've still got the same personality, sure, but they've embraced years of mental abuse from social media and the entire planet. So you can embrace that all you want, but you're not the same person, and you have to understand
Yeah,
that.
that is true. They're not the
It's not just physically getting a different genitalia. It's more like, yeah, I don't care if I get years of abuse. I want that pussy. You know,
No,
like
yeah,
they want the
yeah.
pussy on them.
But like,
That's fine.
but like when but like I'd say under the age of 20, you shouldn't actually be able to change it. Under the age of 20 years old, you should not be allowed to change your gender, simply for the fact that when you think about it, up to the age of, if I remember correctly, 24, your hormones are still going fucking crazy, simply for the fact that, well, your body's still not fucking fully grown.
Yeah,
and
that
it's-
reminds me. I've got a topic. It's related to transgender. It's the idea. I don't know if you've seen those news, but parents are changing their children's genders at a young age because they said,
You know,
"Oh,
those
my
people should be
child
killed.
wants to be a female." Yeah. So let's talk about them. because obviously transgenders, when you reach a certain age, you have a mind of your own, and you're
Jake
smart
was
enough to know what's
Victoria's
coming.
Could I say so real quick?
Go on.
I think legally you shouldn't be able to change your gender because I think it's wrong for you and everyone around you. And I think also, if you try and change your children's gender, you should be executed.
The execution bit for the children's gender is correct, because a child saying, "Oh, mom, I want to be a woman," it doesn't mean they want.
So
to
yeah,
literally be a woman, they are a
I
child.
want a Barbie doll. Oh, that means they want to be a woman, so I'll give them loads of estrogen
those
and think their
feminist
entire life
videos
for no reason.
it's ludicrous. You know, they're young, they don't have a developed mind yet. Give them time. If they want to do it after, they're off in their head.
I'm very
but
much
whatever.
in the mindset that just if you're a consenting adult and like if it's your own body, do what you want.
Sort of same as me.
Yeah, it's like if someone changes the gender, you shouldn't get triggered at them. Like, just let them do it if they're an adult. If they're a child, you have every right.
So you would say that people should be allowed to just self-mutilate all of their fucking body parts to the point where society has to pay for their entire life and they're physically incapable of doing anything.
If it's their own body,
Well, I mean,
I don't think so.
well,
So say
Can
for
you-
example, someone chops off their legs and then they chop off their left arm, and then they somehow manage to chop off their right arm. That means that the government and the taxpayer will have to pay for them the rest of their life.
Nope. I don't.
yeah,
No,
who
they
the
shouldn't.
fuck is gonna do that though? Is it?
but that's
Well,
different
no,
than.
that's basically it's the
No,
same
it's
concept.
not the same. And here's
It's
why.
not the same
If
concept.
I cut off
Come
my
on.
arm, I'm physically incapable of doing
It
many
is.
things. But if I change my gender, I will be judged by society. But what if I keep my mouth shut, like a smart ass? Now, as long as I
If
keep my
you're
mouth shut, I can get
transgender
a
and you're
job.
physically incapable of thinking like a normal person,
Yes, but Nico is physically incapable of thinking like a normal person, and he's a male. You know, it's like
I would burn him if I had a chance.
yeah, it's a bit different. It is a mental illness, sure, but I think it can still provide in some form.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can
as
still
bad as
can.
bikies and kids with Down syndrome.
You still can provide.
To an
Okay.
extent, but a lesser extent, I would say, because society would prevent you from providing more than you could have as a normal person. I don't like calling them non-normal, but if they're legally regarded as a mental illness, I can't call them normal.
Right. This is one for you. Should should jobs be able to decide on how fit you are to work through piercings and tattoos?
No.
Wait, sorry, what? Can
Right.
jobs decide?
Should employers be able to decide on whether you are fit to work in their company via piercings and tattoos?
No, not even
Depends-
slightly.
no,
Anyone,
no.
anyone who tells you
They
can't
should.
work for their company because you have tattoos is discriminating.
Yeah, so
Frankly-
you should be able to work for McDonald's if you have a fucking swastika tattooed on your forehead. You retarded.
No,
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
I
Because
would say it depends on what line of work you're in,
my
right?
my manager
Yeah.
told me not to get any on my hands or my neck, even though he knows that the tattoos I get aren't.
Yeah, but Oscar, you only
offensive.
deal with adults in your line of work.
Yeah,
They're mature enough to understand what a tattoo is and what it entails,
yeah, but I still get told not to get any that I can show.
which I don't agree with.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah,
If you're
I
working
believe you should have free will over that.
But
If
I
you're
think if you're
working
working
in the kitchen at McDonald's and you've got a swastika tattoo, no one's really going to see that, are they? And like,
well, if you're working at the till, I'm
That's all-
talking about.
they wouldn't put you at the till if you've got a swastika tattoo.
Right. Any
Well,
kind of
if everyone's got a,
alright, any kind of offensive, not offensive, but any kind of tattoos such as like swastika tattoos, that kind of shit, it's a bit different. But I'm on about like just standard like tattoos, which like an eye tattoo or something like that, or
no, not an eye tattoo. You know why eye tattoos are a bit bad?
Why?
They're a bit fucking scary and they might scare the customers away, right?
Yeah,
That's why they don't have people in like that like coming
yeah,
to
it's
work.
intimidating to certain people, and that can prevent customers, and it's genuinely affecting the public.
But
which
yes,
is-
like I wouldn't like if I'm simply doing a job where you will not see me face to face.
If you're working in a warehouse, and obviously it doesn't fucking matter, does it?
Oh no, we feel like
yeah,
rocket roof.
it depends on your public appearance. Because if I work in McDonald's and I'm wearing a turban, yeah, I'm not going to be working in McDonald's for much longer.
If you're
Yeah.
working in the army, I think you should have to. I think you should, you know,
What?
have have a massive skull tattooed on your face. You should just make yourself look as intimidating as you possibly can.
Yeah, but if you don't want to, whatever, because you can still look intimidating without that, because the army's a tough place. But you know, big boys up the arse.
No, but like if I remember, like a while back, a company. This was like a good 3 years back. A company would not allow me to work in a call center where no one would see me because I wanted tattoos.
Yeah, it's called being. Those people are unintelligent. That's what it means. They were probably immigrants. The employers. I mean, if it's a call center, the people working there who own that place are probably twats who didn't know what they were doing. Because if you allow an
Because we
immigrant,
live in the UK, in a few years it will be illegal to discriminate people based on their tattoos.
yeah. I mean, think of it this way: in the call center, the people working there are all immigrants who have barely any education. Oh, but a tattoo is bad, even if they're white and they got all the education under the sun. You got a tattoo, man. We don't FaceTime people in call centers. You know, I think they're idiots. Because they won't know about you, they won't know your tattoo. But if I hear an Indian on the phone, I know it's a fucking Indian immigrant. You know, it's far easier to tell who they are by
No,
voice.
they're not even an immigrant. If you get a phone call
Yeah,
from
fair
an
point, fair
Indian in
point.
a call center, they'll be in India and they'll be lying to you about everything they say.
Exactly. Hello, my name is Jimmy. Can I have a short code? No. Your name's probably Ahmed.
Alright, I'm gonna go and watch a movie.
Lamar.
I might
I'll
as
see
well
you all in a bit.
I might as well
Alright.
end this podcast now anyway. So,
Okay.
Yeah, cool. No
alright.
worries.
Alright.
So,
In a bit.
bye
In a
guys.
bit, you fucking niggas.
Bye.
I hate everyone. Kill everyone.